A quick shout out to all the people and organizations whose music and artwork is featured in the show. Some of the music you're hearing in the background tonight comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. If you are looking for music for your games, check them out on Spotify, iTunes, ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or just go to their website at www.midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 compositions, most of which he's made available for others to use, using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. Check out his stuff on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Irritan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irritanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal songs on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. The artwork for our logo was done by Sanzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sanzaki Kojika. And the opening animation was edited by CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Underground Initiative, a secret underground organization where a menagerie of maddening Midwesterners gather around to play some tabletop RPGs, specifically Dungeons and Dragons. Hello! What is up, friends?
I'm slightly impressed every time you do that in one breath. And without stuttering.
Thank you.
How often do you practice saying that in your free time?
More than I care to admit.
Does the mirror help or no?
No.
He admit that he does it, that's all that matters. Hard work does pay off.
It's been a little bit of time because
for us,
holidays and whatnot.
And
not for you guys. You guys are fine.
Every time we record.
I wanted to talk to your manager.
It's been a while.
Okay. Yeah?
You had to take the headband off.
Yeah, you gotta rip
You
off
had
the
to take the
headband
headband
real
off. There you
Yeah?
Hey,
Don't ask why.
That would have to cover your eye.
quick. And I need an eye patch.
Maybe later.
Manager
One
eye
covers
patch.
the eye, and then one is just for that.
And
One's
this-
the manager.
and then
This
get
introduction has gone off the rails.
Good.
Hello, welcome. You know who we are. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're having fun doing this. Check us out at Subterranean Gamers on YouTube and Twitch. I think it's fair to say when we're going to be uploading these episodes.
Yes.
If you haven't heard already, because these are pre-recorded.
I mean, to be fair, this is what, episode 12?
That's fair.
Is it?
So
I don't know about that.
Drink my way
It's
down.
our 16th session.
So
We are going to be airing these episodes on Twitch
I'm gonna have
Saturday.
I'm going to have this on my gravestone. It's going to say, please release the episode.
Yeah, mine's
Saturdays,
gonna say stop recording the episodes, Jerry.
every other Saturday at 7:30 Central Time, and then the VODs will be available on YouTube. What sounds fair, guy?
Tuesday, because I stream on Monday, so I figured upload them on Tuesday. That way there's content spread out.
Sometime on the following Tuesday, you can watch it on YouTube. But the YouTube version will probably be edited a little bit more. depending on how things go. Eventually, we would like to catch up to the backlog that we have, so that we can play live, and I think that'll be a different experience. But we'll see where that goes. But for now, enjoy the content and experience that is the Underground Initiative.
I'm gonna roll so many ones.
So,
I
play a
feel
little
like
bit
we
of
need to
music.
get one of those sticks that they use for like
What is it?
roulette or whatever, where they push
You're
the
talking about the
chips
battle,
around.
the battle stick?
No, just the stick that they use to push chips and dice around, and we use it to move our things.
With the war general.
That'd be nice.
We're gonna look like we belong in a retirement home.
One of us will have one of those pinchy ones, like you pinch and you move your character.
Can I get a dinosaur head where I can
Oh,
sit
yeah.
there and like grab it?
You just launch your character.
I kinda have-
We
There
are
we go.
so off the rails already.
I kind of have that.
I
as a
love
back
you
scratcher.
guys. So,
You
last
like the extra long one.
Last we left off, the newly formed mercenary group, the Fist, decided to take on their very first mission in the northern Venzer Forest. Really?
Keep talking.
And we shall take them and find their flank and overwhelm them
We're
here.
gonna go to this store. If you keep talking, it's fine.
Guys,
I'm just getting my liquid confidence.
And then we bring out the busty women and distract them.
Okay.
Do not taunt the claw.
What if, my lord, if they're not in the woman, then we bring out the men with the girthy ones.
This is the magic
Even
shop,
men look
but
at
I'm
them
going to
going,
the magic
"Shit."
shop.
That's
Who's
going
going
on
to the
next time.
magic shop
I
with me? Who's going to the magic shop with me?
Such a bad idea.
I'm surprised you lasted this
It's a
long.
great idea.
Christa,
She said,
What?
switch it back to me. Thank you. So, last we left off, the new mercenary group, the Fist, took on their first mission in the northern Venzer Forest, rescuing 5 members of the community, 2 guards, 2 hunters, and a priest, whose mission was to go into the forest and reclaim an individual known as York Macrete, the human town's woodworker, a woodler of sorts. You guys, sorry, back up. It's been a few days since they entered the forest just to reclaim a dude, and they haven't been back yet, so they hired you guys, the Fist, to sort of take care of that mess. You guys went in and you found out it was a lot more difficult than was previously advertised. The forest itself seemed to be filled with artificial dryads that would attack and charm you to attack your own teammates. Eventually, you found York himself, seemingly dressed in like a mocking fashion of your traveling companion Vaxxus, with wearing a helmet of deer antlers, bandages, and whatnot, trying to impersonate Vaxxus in a way, claiming that this is to reclaim a love of his that he feels Vaxxus has taken away from him. Killing him and bringing a sense of stability to the forest that has been going awry due to York's magical shenanigans in the forest. You guys bring his corpse, as well as the corpse of 2 of the individuals who went in to retrieve York, as well as the priest who was next to be sacrificed for whatever dark purposes York had in mind. You guys went back to town, got paid, got some letters from Einsel, the Red Ops nerd that Kulkras and Salic wanted information for. Orlin also received a small package, though it hasn't been opened yet. You guys went to the magic shop, browsed a little bit, shenanigans a lot, and now you guys are making your way towards Venzer's Tavern to just have a meal and decompress over the long trek in the forest. So, Fist, what would you like to do?
I have a question real quick. What was
Get
the...
elbow deep into some adventure.
Which day was it when he got told he had to go to magic school or whatever in 10 days?
10 days from today.
Oh, that was today?
Yeah, it was all the same day.
That's
So,
okay.
20th? Okay, so... yeah.
To be fair, I think we had like a session and a half of shopping.
You should totally
Yeah.
ditch magic school first day. Set the bar low so they don't expect much from them.
Play hooky. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are making your way over to the Serpent's Rest Tavern. Is there anything you want to discuss, or do you want to just jump into the tavern itself as you guys are having a meal?
Or we're going to talk about the stuff we decided to buy real quick.
Yeah,
Just to mention it.
I guess.
Can I wash the taffy out my fur since I have taffy in it?
Sure. There are water closets at the tavern, or you could just go to the river, your choice.
Wasn't there a bathhouse here?
Or that.
I will... Which one's the fastest? You know what? I'll use the water closet in the tavern.
Okay.
Fling my furry entrails around the tavern.
All right. It is meant for human sizes, so it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but you manage.
I manage. I'm going to complain the whole time.
It's loud and everyone hears you.
You like if a sponge took up an entire glass of water, just...
Little closet. How could you expect that you fucking do anything in front? Who knew they would do this?
Meals are provided to you guys. It would be like 5 silver for the meal if anyone wants to. Wow.
For everybody?
You're going to make me...
5 silver period.
You're going to make me a real
No, for everyone, right?
420 gold.
Anyone can do it. It doesn't have to be you.
Oh, I have silver on me, so I'll just pay.
I only have one
Wait, so
silver.
was the 300 gold added beforehand for everybody?
For everybody. I don't think it was added for you because you weren't here.
I have a lot of gold then. If you only have 420.
Well, I spent some of mine. I originally
Yeah,
had like
we
six
spent
or seven.
I'm a humble monk. I live a humble life. Stick, fire, meat.
Like I said, a meal is provided to you guys. It's a modest, meaty porridge meal, along with some bread. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to discuss? The time is yours.
We're at the tavern.
You are at the tavern.
While we're sitting around drinking, I say, you know, that's weird. We fought a spider person, and he had boots of spider climbing on him. And then, like a week later, has it been like a week now? We fought a tree person who had an axe on him that cuts trees. What are these guys doing?
That is kind of ironic. It's also strange how you've talked more in the past 10 minutes than you did in the past 10 hours.
I was a little distracted by Saoirse turning into a fairy creature. It was quite majestic.
Oh yeah, by this time, Saoirse has reverted back to her normal self through the journey back from the forest.
My head was a little muddled from them getting in my head, too.
Who would have known our Vaxxus had a fan? An eccentric fan?
I do my best to avoid people, but I couldn't avoid this one for some reason.
We definitely don't need 2 Vaxxuses.
Well, this was our first successful mission, so let's toast to that.
Is that Vaxxi? Is that how it works?
I think so. Chill.
To the fist!
Clink.
We have to think about other things to say. The fist. Fistful of money, fistful of pain, fistful of happiness.
How about this rabbit?
There's always the knuckle sandwich.
At some point, I slip Salic the dagger that I gave him, like, under the table. Because I don't need the dagger, so, like, sure.
Nobody notices unless they want to.
I'll say Orlin notices something.
And then with my other hand, I put, like, a shinier dagger on my belt.
You're being shady about this. You got like poison on it or something?
Not yet.
Do I have poison on me? I don't know. Maybe.
I have to do my own herbalist kit investigation, so I can make poisons.
Acid on me.
Wait, we're having that kind of party.
My father would not approve.
Speaking of fathers, maybe you could run some interference while I sneak out.
Is he at the tavern?
I think he followed us. Yeah, I don't see him right now.
Make a perception check.
14.
14. Having a clear glance around the tavern, you do not spot your father.
Perfect. Thank you for running the interference. I'll be right back.
Happy to help.
I just kind of go out to an alley so I can summon and then attune to the Pearl of Power.
So you're gonna hang out in an alley for an hour?
Half hour.
No, it takes an hour to attune.
I thought it was,
Yeah, it's an hour.
Yeah, you could do
literally
that
do it
at the tavern.
I'd rather not have people watching me do it.
You can
You
gamble.
can do it in your hotel room or whatever before you
You
go
do it
to
in the
bed.
bathroom. Just so you have some weird ale.
I prefer the alley.
Just make farty sounds.
No one's gonna clutch their pearls over it.
You clutch the pearl of power.
I'll be right back. Probably.
Can I roll perception or whatever if I believe that?
Roll an insight
Or
check.
insight, whatever.
Now that he is gone, remember, drinks are always on Vaxxus.
He's gone and my acid's gone.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll against it? I don't know if it's a lie.
I wondered if
It's more like a
he's
statement,
doing
like, I'll
something
probably be
nefarious,
back.
like,
He doesn't seem like he's doing something nefarious. He just seems to be
because he's
shy.
Usual like self.
We're doing something nefarious. We're drinking on his gold.
We're slipping daggers on the
I'm going to
table.
be the brokest person in all of Arcala.
Vaxxus makes his way out of the tavern and finds himself a small alleyway just behind the tavern.
It's a festive alleyway.
Well,
That's the music in the tavern.
the band's following you out of the tavern. Quick, run interference.
you're like right behind the
Yeah,
crack
walk
in the
around.
wall where the sound carries a lot outward.
They strung together old fish bones and spider silk to make these violins.
There's also the Vox box that's playing outside, which is the same music that's playing in the tavern. So
I hate these AM stations. They're the worst.
you position yourself between two large crates, plop down. You summon your weapon, which looks like what again?
It's a typical flail. I have the gem though that encompasses where the ball and chain would be, like the blunt force part of the weapon, and then I'm going to form the pearl like somewhere toward the bottom of the hilt.
Okay, like at the bottom itself.
Yeah, it'll be like encased, kind of like the gem as well. So that's you can't really see it. The gem you might be able to see though, because it's like I said, it looked kind of like a serrated disc ball.
Okay. Taking the next hour, you just sit there and you just concentrate. And over the course of the next hour, you see that the pearl that you just bought is just slowly forming into your weapon as desired.
Once I'm done, I go ahead and recall it. So there's no evidence, of course.
Well,
And then-
it's still gonna take an hour, so we'll get back to that. In the meantime, what is everyone else doing in the tavern besides eating and drinking off of Vaxxus' tab, which by now is up to 13 silver.
It stops when you have it stop.
Yeah, like whenever he comes back.
Every
I don't
10
even
minutes,
know.
I'm gonna roll.
I don't even know. Salic got away with it probably twice already.
Probably the third time.
And I literally haven't found out that he's done it. Until, like, I get the bill and I'm like, why is my bill so big?
Before we get pickled, should we go go to the magic shop and spend some of this coin?
He's just getting happy out of here. To Vaxxus! It is one of his pockets!
In the alley?
He'll hear you and come back. Don't be so loud.
It's like, it's going on nighttime at this point, isn't it, though?
It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys left really early.
Wow, okay, never mind.
Mostly because of Orlin.
Yeah.
I'm on my second beer. I'm so drunk.
And didn't we already... You want to do more shopping? Or?
Did we already do the stuff we talked about before?
I'll say that that's part, that'll be part of your trip now, since you're here and present.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because we did it last session.
Go magic shop again.
Yeah,
Like,
but there was also
we were just there like an hour ago or something.
Oh, okay.
But now we're going back.
Guess
Yeah.
who? Oh, Jesus.
I'm okay just marking the money off and going on with
No
it.
problem.
Okay.
I just needed to go to the general store to buy potion ingredients.
Okay. So
That's all
no,
I needed to do.
no tavern talk.
I'm going to hand Orlin back his glaive. I have mine back now.
He gets attached to my back.
No problem.
Yeah,
Oh,
dump some of
then
his weapons. I have a ton of weapons.
I have to give Orlin the great axe that I found too.
You two are like the
What?
only ones with like the same hobby. I'm like, look at all these weapons.
We're all just sitting here passing weapons around.
I
And
like
you're
the-
just playing with yours in an alley.
Yeah.
I like the medieval version of the Punisher right now. I've got like 8 weapons on me.
You also have that box, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to open it now or save it?
I'll go ahead and open it now.
Okay. It's a very it's a very nice box. It's small. It's about a little bit wider, thicker than a shoebox. You open it up, and inside is a familiar wolf cloak. It's been cleaned, and you check the inside of it. It is a lot more tanned than it was whenever you had it. And on top is a simple note that says, "Don't forget where you came from. Klaus."
I thought it was going to be like, someone's there like, don't leave your shit in the forest. Because I know you cut it off at one point. It's like, I'm done.
That was in front of the tavern, I think.
Yeah.
It was after we left their place. That was a nice gesture. I was a bit emotional at the time. I'll refasten it on.
Alright. We're going to talk about this lady when he gets back.
Lady?
What lady?
Oh,
We all,
his lady?
I was going to say, we all heard the guys arguing about, like, soon she'll be mine.
Oh, that lady.
Oh, that lady.
She has so many eager bachelors at her beck and call.
I
Assuming-
believe
Must
her
be
name
nice.
is Vesh.
That's true. Weird girl. Rabbit thing.
Temptress.
She controls the white rabbit in some way.
Does she control it, or is she the rabbit? Is it behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit.
I'm also not
She's
sure
an
about
awesome
that.
one to live.
But I want to capture that white rabbit at some point.
I wonder how it tastes.
We're all going to be like Scooby doing it.
Yeah.
And then we all lunge and hit our heads.
Were you going to the general store?
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Instead of trapping get caught in.
We'll get it this time. Ah!
So no other tavern talks?
Well, I'm not in the tavern.
I know. That's what I'm asking everyone else.
No.
Then you guys can enjoy a meal and a short rest if you so choose.
Only a short rest?
Yeah, it's only been an hour. Long rests are 8 hours.
It's
I
only
mean, I
4
thought we were going to
o'clock.
stay here until overnight.
It's 4 in the afternoon.
I thought we were just
Guys, we're turning it early.
stay here.
Man, how old
I mean,
are
why
our
not?
characters? We're taking a nap at like 1 in the afternoon.
Hey, to be fair, we just got our ass whooped, too.
Yeah, we just got our blitzkrieg.
quite a bit.
multiple times in one day. And somebody woke us up so early.
Normal hours for me.
So we're doing a short rest.
Yeah, if you so choose.
5 a.m. I slept in.
I thought we
Very
did a short
decadent.
rest like after we
And the-
did the last fight.
Maybe.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
no,
I'm giving you the opportunity to. If you want it,
between-
take it. If you don't, you don't have
In
to.
between the
How much
The
how much
forest that
HP
I-
do you recover from a short rest?
You would have
Yeah,
hit
it's
dice
dice.
that you would roll. It should be on right underneath your character's health. You get a number of those per day.
so we're
to
all level
roll.
4. You get 4.
Yes.
Yeah, so yours would be like 4d8 plus whatever your Constitution modifier is per each dice. Which I think we already rolled yours during the last session.
All of them.
To recover?
Yeah, because you did get fucked up a little bit.
I always do. So the 16 out of 33 is what I'm at right now then? Even after the short rest?
Click the short rest button.
If you had key points, you could do your healing on yourself and then rest and then get your key points back.
You got 1 key
Yeah.
point left, so.
It's got one
Fuck
left.
that.
So I hate it. You can just roll one of your health die, which is a D8.
Nice way to have the game like that.
Yeah.
Be able to use the app. See it?
I love that D&D
And
Beyond's
then it's
constantly
just-
improving.
Is it 1 con or is it 1 con per die?
1d4 plus 2 hit.
1 con per die.
Okay. Plus 17.
I mean, that just makes sense for me.
No, I think it is, but I would.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, Internet.
I'm almost a full.
Alright.
Well, I shouldn't say that because then something will happen.
So, an hour passes. Your attunement
Oh, no, you just- you,
completes.
just roll
Is there
a
anything
die.
else you wanted to do?
What die?
D8, which is the pyramid.
I guess before I head in, I'm gonna whisper and kind of look
That'd be
around
very
quickly
helpful.
and say, "It's done. I've fulfilled my end of the bargain." And I kind of look around and see if I notice anything.
Make perception check.
Do I get the
Five.
horn now?
No, you have to roll a 1
I have to
on
roll
the
a 1 of
D20.
d20?
Yeah.
Okay.
So go to
Not good at 4.
Yeah, you
the
gotta
ones
roll a 1 out
Alright.
of D20.
You look around
Yeah.
intently for any sign of
plus your con,
something,
and then tip heal.
but you're distracted by the sound of the door chime of the inn opening up and hearing your compatriots walk out.
I'll just make my way back in.
Okay. As you guys are leaving the tavern, you meet up with Vaxxus. Who's going where? What are you guys up to?
I was going to the store with her.
Yeah, we're going to the general store.
Serge was with us.
Okay. Where would you guys like to go? And are you taking Vaxxus?
How much?
Whose turn is it to look after him?
How much?
I don't
How
need
much
a
money did we
babysitter.
rack up for the tab so far?
Wait, did you say?
Are you
out
guys
loud?
really doing that?
No, I mean I didn't say it. out
I'm
loud.
asking. This is more directed at Salic.
Wait, what's
How
happening?
much- how much
Are
have
you really
drunk on his tab?
charging ale on his tab?
I just had one.
I only have 2 cups. I continuously say I'm a lightweight. I don't drink much.
It's the ongoing joke. I accepted.
I'll say.
I
I'll say one. You've had 1 full silver worth of drinks.
Whatever you
Oh,
want to
yes,
do,
sir.
I do always make it a habit to announce that drinks are on him. So if any like NPC want to take advantage of it, they're there. That's on you.
yeah.
4 copper. 4 copper. We'll just leave it at 4 copper.
Yeah, whatever drinks I had are probably on his, since it's an ongoing thing.
I'm just heading back in because I'm down 5 ale for my maximum 10, so that's probably gonna at least buy another 5 to top it off.
Alright, so you're buying ale?
Yeah, I was gonna, because you said I could have 10 bottles max at a time. I was gonna top it back off, so I'm down to 5.
Okay,
What,
5
do you really have
ales.
10 bottles like in your pocket.
Like I had, it's like a Batman utility belt. They're just
I
like
was gonna say he's got that cross.
Yeah, you
Wait,
got
so
like a
we don't-
bandolier
I
like
thought we
me,
had
but
it
it's
in
like
that.
ale bottles in his bag.
pretty
He
much.
does and she does.
What?
Bag of holding.
Oh yeah.
Did you buy a bag of holding?
That type of deal.
Well, I forgot.
Looks like I'm about
That
to.
type of deal, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
So he would be going to the magic shop then.
Are we
Yeah.
all getting bags of holding?
Wow.
We're all
As a
hoarders.
DM, this is worrisome.
We're all hoarders and we don't trust each other.
What if
I
we
mean,
put the bag of holding
how much
in
holding
another
space do
bag
we
of
have?
holding?
That creates,
It
that
holds-
actually
It
rolls for
holds
that
a certain
creates like
amount
a
of pounds of stuff.
paradox
It
type
says
thing
on
that
it.
As long as
explodes
you-
and does
well, not
damage
so much
already
the bag,
around
like
everything.
us.
And like opens up
Without
portals
us
to the
needing to
astral
buy
plane.
the bag, how
mean-
much do we usually
Yeah,
hold?
ready for the
I mean, whatever you can fit in the
right now.
backpack.
It's supposed to be
There's,
your
if you
strength.
search a backpack on
Okay,
there,
a couple
it'll
more
say
things.
how
John,
much
what
it
is it?
holds in weight.
John, what do you
I
remember?
was sworn that
Do
this
you
was
remember
like
the
an early
measurement
conversation
for
topic that we
strength
had
and
that
carrying
he said,
items?
don't worry about my
Times
strength
15,
weight.
I think.
Times 15.
Because I've had a bag of
And you
holding
can
the entire
lift
time,
times
so
30, I
didn't
believe.
care. I didn't pay attention.
So the carrying capacity is 15 times your
Strength.
strength score.
I'm
Yeah.
just going.
Modifier.
We don't do that here.
We don't do
I'm just gonna say,
So
as
we're
long
trying to
as
find out.
one or two of your characters have bag of holdings, you guys can carry just about whatever the fuck you want.
We can carry the world.
But what if,
You
Up
have
to
chainmail
500
already, don't
pounds
you?
per
what
bag.
if we don't want to
You
carry
have chainmail
other
already, don't
people's
you?
stuff, though?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
made out of bones, but yeah, I do.
Would
Other
you
people's
rather
stuff
have
out
regular
there. I just bought the
chainmail?
bag to have the bag.
Or do you like your bone
I
mail?
like the aesthetic.
I'm gonna buy the choker of. Can I buy that? I can't. Why is that so
You're about to
expensive?
upgrade, right?
Yeah, that's bone mail.
Reasons.
The choker of plants.
I'm just finding stuff on my list to get rid of.
Yeah, it's more expensive to talk to plants than it is to talk to animals. I don't understand why that is, but it is.
Straight for play. We're just gonna take
Well,
Yeah, I know.
the chokers.
This
it
plant
doesn't
mail's
break,
200,
right?
so
No, it's
Thing.
considered
But
a
the
magic
potion-
item.
AC
but
for
the
a
potion of
reasonable
animal
price.
is a one-time use.
17,
thing.
Yeah.
16.
That's why it's so cheap.
Yeah.
Because it's a one-time
Yeah,
use.
but
I
regardless,
think it's a little
speaking to
unchained 'cause-
plants
'cause
versus
it's
speaking to
cheaper
animals,
than,
one is more expensive
Yeah.
than the other.
It's actually,
Because
with this
Is
price,
speaking
it's
to
cheaper
animals
to
is a
get
higher
plus
spell
one
slot,
slot.
is a lower
Than
spell
just plate
slot
mail?
than plants.
Is there
when
a
it's the same
potion
AC.
of plant smoking?
Yeah, should be on
I think it'd be
the
700
list.
for a plus one splint, which would be 18 AC.
Does it count as
Okay,
tatties?
but yeah, we're gonna go to the general store. I want to buy potion components for health potions.
Alright, well, hold on. You and Orlin are
Yeah.
going to the general store. You two are going to the magic shop. Vaxxus, who are you following?
I'm just going back to the bar.
Yeah,
Okay.
he spent an hour not drinking.
That's right.
I need to catch
you
up.
you end up spending 2 silver for your for your bottled booze, and an additional 4 copper was tacked on. You're not exactly sure why.
Can I, like...
It was the tip.
How much copper you said?
4.
A copper is, or 10 copper is 1 silver.
Okay.
So you have to do the math and like
Yeah, everything is in increments of
delete
10,
1 silver.
Hold on.
except for electrum
add
pieces,
6
which are
copper.
stupid.
While you're doing that,
You could just put the total in there and hit remove.
Yeah, I think I might do
while that's going on,
Okay.
magic shop duo.
Wait, you said,
Aye.
you said 4
You
copper?
guys, yes.
Yeah, 4 copper.
You guys enter the Weaving Waves
Can't do
magic shop, owned by the Dagdale Weaver. This short, water genasi dwarf hybrid who walks around in breeches with that are pulled up around his ankles. He walks around barefoot, and he's wet. But it seems that every wet step that he makes around him, the water just seems to evaporate almost instantaneously. He wears an open leather vest shirt, and he's got seashells braided into his beard. Ah, hello, welcome back. Has it been that long? Are you interested in making some purchases?
So many options.
Indeed.
Why is your choker of plant speaking so astronomically high?
Well, believe it or not, it's a lot more difficult to speak with plants that don't have a mind of their own.
Actually wanted
So
that.
you're
But
not
animals
even
do.
guaranteed a
I actually wanted
conversation.
that, but it's not my price range.
Conversation with a
The
plant is
choker
guaranteed
plant talking?
with
Yeah.
if you buy my custom-made choker of plant speaking.
Mhm.
I guess I can appreciate the craft.
Wait for
Well, imagine the magic has to not only imbue the plant with the capacity of consciousness, but then be able to not freak out under this new revelation. Thankfully, it only lasts for X amount of time, so plants don't have an existential crisis. Otherwise, I weep for Mother Nature if that happens. Animals, they're already conscious, so it's fine.
What of this ring of swimming?
The Ring of Swimming. It's a very, very simple enchantment. It just allows you to swim in water a little bit easier than most. I believe it gives you a swim speed of 40 feet. Normally, it's unless you are playing as an aquatic race or you have a different spell cast on you.
Half of your movement speed?
It's usually half your movement speed, yeah.
Well, I'm going to purchase.
Unless someone wants to fact check me, because it will be on those papers that I gave you
You're
under
correct.
conditions
We'll be on the
of
test
combat.
It should be right. I just saw another episode recently of Critical Role where he halved everybody's movement.
I'll believe it. How are you enjoying your bag of holding?
I haven't really done anything with it yet, but yes.
And your axe? Is it to your satisfaction?
Should get something nice for Jeffrey and Jeffrey.
Well, I haven't had a chance to test it out, but it seems well weighted.
Well, that's what I like to hear.
I swing it silly now. How's it feel? I don't know.
Oh no, let's see.
Stand still.
Stand very still. I just got this. No, wait.
Are you still window shopping over there?
No, not at all. I'm going to acquire the swimming bracelet.
The Ring of Swimming.
And also the choker of animal speaking.
Ooh. Alright.
Mr. Moneybag Monk over there.
It's a simple life. I don't wear clothes.
How much would this buy me?
You don't
And
have to pay for
you
your
like
drinks.
I don't. I drink for free.
you empty out your stuff. You have like a treasure chest and like a giant diamond and like.
How much will this get me?
Alright, well, the Choker of Animal Speaking runs 175 gold. The Ring of Swimming is 100 gold, so that would put you at a total of 275 gold, my friend.
All in a day's work. You said 275?
Yes.
And you still have 25 left over from the job.
There's an extra 0 there.
And this will allow you to cast Speak with Animals 3 times per day. It literally how it sounds. It lasts for 10 minutes. So any
Page of
animal
ascending.
that's like around you can
I wasn't sure
comprehend
if I could
you
see the whole thing. That's fine.
for 10 minutes and vice versa. And those 3 times recharge at
Is that
dawn.
the same price on hers?
Every dog is named Doug.
1100 and 2100.
Hi, I'm Doug. Hi, I'm Doug.
Dog, dog.
Hi, I'm Doug.
I love you.
Squirrel!
Yeah. It's called Ring of
And
Animal.
that way you get charged.
Ring of what?
Ring of
Choker of Animal speaking. Choker.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing
Thank
pies.
you.
That's
It's
too
It's too
zero.
expensive.
So you had an animal one?
Yeah. That's way too expensive.
Anytime I summon one of these cards, like, man, that's a lot.
Now I can swim like a fish.
Most of us we didn't.
Talk to other
Krista coming up with names that we didn't use anybody else.
Alright. You can probably speak to
Would that include Saoirse, or is she not an animal?
You can try.
I will
See what happens.
I will see what happens.
I forgot. I meant to have us all talk about
which
the
finger
chest of
everybody is.
preserving. Should one of us buy a chest of preserving the whole food? It's only 100 gold. I don't know.
I'd pitch in for it.
You put the chest inside the bag inside your pocket.
As that a thing? Because isn't the chest of preserving also like a bag of holding?
Rules as written, no.
Okay.
Something bad will happen if you try to do that.
Hey, could you put a bag of holding inside the chest and then put the chest inside a bag of holding?
If we want to.
You can certainly try and find out.
We want to
No, I
die.
want to tell
Saving black
him.
holes,
If
man.
we want to open another plane of existence, then yeah, that's perfect.
I don't know if you can like negate it that way.
Well, thank you very much for your patronage.
Thank you. For
And if
having
you-
these items.
Of course, and if you have any other need of magical wares, or anything custom made, or if you're looking to sell some items, you know where to find me.
I'm lost.
You said the shield I would pick up tomorrow, right?
Well, for roleplay purposes, you would have to go in
Okay.
today and deal with that. So after, I'm suggesting, after your trip to the general store, get on that.
Okay.
Just so that the audience is like, what?
Oh, what?
Alright, moving back from you guys, unless there was anything you wanted to buy, Kulkras.
Nope.
Okay. Over at the general store, the store is currently being manned by Wandrith, the Furbolg, and Sonia is also there.
She'll be back after we talk to her at her house.
Yeah, she went back to work.
Right back to work.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk in the guess who's back? He's dead.
Oh, welcome back to the general store, fellow adventurers. I hear it's the Fist now, is that right?
That's correct.
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. I'll be sure to tell all my
Every time someone
customers
says
about this, about the new mercenary group in town. I'm sorry, you're probably here for business. Sonia, why don't you take care of them? I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Very well, Wandrith. Hello, welcome. It's good to see you again. I know it hasn't been long, but once again, I would like to thank you for putting this issue to rest. I know it wasn't I'm sure it wasn't easy, but necessary. Anyways, sorry. What can I get you?
I have some excess gear. I was wondering if you guys had an interest in
It depends. What do you have?
a spear, a net, chainmail armor, and a dagger.
The spear, the net we are most certainly interested in. I could also buy the dagger if you'd like. The spear and the armor, I would recommend Loam. He's our blacksmith in town. He would most be interested in purchasing those from you. But for the spear, dagger, and net,
It's spear's 1 gold, net's 1 gold, and dagger's 2 gold normally. So however they want to do.
normally I would only purchase this for 1.5 gold, but since you've done us a considerable favor, I'll buy it for 2 gold.
Deal. They bought the spear, net, and dagger?
Net and dagger,
Okay. Oh, not the spear, okay.
not the spear.
So sounds like a fair deal to me then.
Very well. Is there anything you wanted to buy?
I wish to buy some potion ingredients so I can make health potions.
That's right, you are a fellow herbalist. All right. How much of ingredients would you like? We sell them in increments of 25 gold.
I believe 3 potions worth. So 75?
That would be a total of 75 gold.
Is there a way to add that to my inventory?
No,
Or do I have to write it down?
you'd probably have to write it down. Sorry. And yeah, she hands you 3 pouches full of dried leaves, some pellets, and other very, very earthy, medicinal-smelling dried herbs that you are very much aware that are required for the purposes of making health potions.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Did you wish to buy any of our homemade potions, or some of the healing, or some of our Pharmasol grade potions? They're a little more expensive, so I don't recommend it. But they do the same thing.
I'd like to take my own.
Same.
Let me double check.
Is there anything that you wanted to purchase?
No, I think I'm good.
Very well.
I suppose I'll buy some empty vials. Glass
Certainly.
vials. I only have a couple left, apparently.
Absolutely. Let me just find how much empty vials were. Alright.
I don't have enough.
Because our vials are glass blown, they do run 1 gold each. So how many vials would you like?
So I spent 75 gold, and then I guess I suppose I'll do 10.
Very well.
85 gold then.
And because you did do her a favor, and you are buying a lot, instead of 10 vials for 10 gold, it'll be 10 vials for 7 gold.
Yeah.
Do good shit for the town, you don't even have to haggle.
Sorry,
We're like a level 1 guild already. Too bad we probably won't take any more members. We're at max.
We can get an entourage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to buy for today.
We'll have a quick fancy.
Yes. Was there anything else that we can interest you in?
Nope, that was all.
Very well. Thank you very much for stopping in. We hope you stop in again. Vaxxus, are you still at the tavern, just hanging out, having a grand old time?
Yeah. I'm sitting there. I think I'm gonna order 2 drinks just for myself while I sit there pondering. Why is my bill higher than what I paid for?
Alright, 2 extra drinks would be 8 copper.
Does he have to roll a check to see if he figures it out?
If he wants to, that's up to him.
Well, I mean, it's up to him if he wants me to roll.
Do you want to roll?
Sure.
Make an insight check. Or an intelligence check, your choice.
They're both
Ooh,
his favorite.
Yeah,
Like
think about it.
They're
dummy.
both based on intelligence, I believe.
Insight's actually wisdom, but I'm gonna do intelligence because it makes more sense.
Okay.
Because
Like, are we
I'm bad at it.
We are team big smart.
Do you want me to roll? Do you want to roll a disadvantage? Because I've been getting like hammered the past entire day.
Past the entire day.
I kid you not.
Yeah,
I
when we
had
were
10
fighting,
bottles
he
of
was laid on the
ale.
floor drinking.
I'll say that you sobered up for the past hour in the attunement process, so that's up to you.
You bled out on
I will give you the choice.
Okay. I just want to let you know though, when we started, before we set out, I had 10 bottles of ale and I was down to 5, so I probably drank like 4 within like the same day. And now I'm back at the bar and it's like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, but you also hiked through 2 hours in the woods.
I'll
The
roll-
last time you played volleyball
Like, at
drunk,
least one
you
of
don't know
us
how alcohol
killed you,
works in the
right?
body, my guy.
just
I'll roll a disadvantage for intelligence.
Go for it.
Because that
which
makes
will be
sense.
make it really impressive if he gets it.
It was meant to be by the gods.
Wow, that one was really good. This one not so much. 6.
6. You're sure that you're probably just not carrying a decimal right, and you're probably fine.
Why is my dad
This is
so
speaking
high?
from my own personal experience.
I just had a flashback to being in my 20s at a bar. We were celebrating somebody's birthday, and this guy I didn't know kept buying like everybody shots. He was like a friend of a friend, and everybody's having a great time. And then at the end of the night, I walk by a table like by the bathroom, and he's got his head down. I'm like, Hey man, are you alright? He slides the receipt out and he spent over $400 that night at just like a local bar.
Oh no!
Local legend now.
Oh, man.
He's buying entire trays of shots.
That's
Well,
rough.
while you are enjoying yourself and pondering your receipts, you feel a hard slap on the back of your shoulder.
Ah, who was that?
Sorry about that, my boy. Just wanted to see how you were doing. It is Kazul, your dad.
Oh, yes, I'm doing fine, Dad. Don't mind the flesh wounds and the slight vomit over here. It's fine.
It's nothing I haven't seen before. You know that.
It was kind of a rough day.
So I hear. He was there whenever you guys came out of the forest, so he's much aware of what you did.
Did he wait there all day? Because he was there when we went in, too.
It only took like a couple hours, I think.
So,
The beard of
where off to
following
next?
We had so many stuff.
I'm headed southwest to Fort Fang, and then probably... Check my fucking map. Probably Vents, and then Dassus Holt after that. Probably be away from home for about a month and a half.
I believe my obligations are going to take me over to Venzer very soon.
Venzer? Now be careful out there.
Yes, I hear they have a lot of hippies out there.
Yeah? Is that what's going on?
Maybe.
So I just hear that some caravan folk have been going there for the past month, and they just decided to stay.
Maybe it has a nice view.
Maybe. Well, you just be careful out there. I wouldn't want you to, I don't know, drink too heavily, I guess.
No.
I know that's asking a lot, but...
I just had kind of a bad day. I'll tone it down a little. Maybe.
I'm sure you will, son. I'm sure you will. So, tell me about this troop you're traveling with. The Fist? What kind of a name is that?
Well,
It's a hands-on group.
well, we're kind of a bunch of muscles for brains, so it kind of makes sense. And I won't lie to you, I've never made this much money before. It's astounding how much they'll pay people to get rid of other people for them.
Mercenary work is dangerous work, but it pays very well. I probably would have tried mercenary work as well if I wasn't. I wasn't built out for that.
You, Father? I've never seen you fight before.
And you never will.
Except when he was beating you when you were a boy.
You are not there.
Child abuse is not funny.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
I will say, I don't get used to this walking. I've never walked so much in my life.
Yeah, I know. Man, the way you would fly. I would always tell you that you could reach the stars themselves if you tried. I still believe that to this day.
Perhaps again one day.
One day, son.
Now just start working on my second drink.
He orders a drink for himself. Hey, I know mercenary work seems new to you. I don't know if this is something you want to do for a while, or if this is just a one-off thing, but...
I'll see where my vacation takes me.
Regardless, your mother would be proud.
That means a lot.
V would be proud too. Helping others, making a change.
I just start drinking like faster.
Sorry. So I'm going to Fort Fang, and then he just starts boring you. What are you? He starts talking. He's doing the dad. I'm gonna talk to you about my work for 20 minutes.
I saw this dog in town, and he blah 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 blah.
Yeah, here we go again.
When I went to the grocery store, they had something on sale. It usually didn't cost that much, but last time I checked, it was about 10 cents cheap. I don't know what happened.
I bought a dozen eggs. One of them was slightly larger than the others.
Vaxxus is sitting there pointing to the bartenders.
Keep them coming.
Orlin and Shiima, what are you guys up to?
I need to sell some stuff at the blacksmith, I think it was, and then head to the magic shop.
Not a problem. You find...
Yeah, same.
Sure. You are pointed in the direction of Lom, a blacksmith in town. He has like an open shop. It's just like an open hut with a large forge and just metal shelves filled with arrows, crossbow parts, pieces of armor, swords, daggers, shields, that sort of thing. Lom himself is a dwarf with long brown hair. He's wearing a full bandana and a large leather apron, while he seems to be working on a large metallic lance. And he quenches it in some oil. He takes off his large blacksmith mitts, and he looks at you with just soot all over his face. Welcome! What can I do for you?
Hello. I have been getting in more brawls lately than usual, and I would like to upgrade my armor.
That sounds like a smart choice. What are you interested in?
I am looking to get some splint mail.
Splint mail. That's a. Usually, I reserve those for the Red Guard and the Crimson Knights. But you seem like you can handle yourself. It's a little bit on the expensive side. Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely. I also have some chainmail and a spear from none other than House Trinette that I would like to trade in for it.
As you mentioned House Trinette, he looks up at you. He notices the emblem that you have on. Indeed.
It's like
All
a
right.
heirloom. How much do you buy this one?
Let's see here.
I have all the prices. The splint mail's 200 normally, chainmail 75 normally, and spear's 1.
He said, "You ain't jipping me."
Even trade for all, then.
Deal.
Wow. There you go. What about you, tall cat person? I'm sorry, I haven't seen too many Tabaxi.
Haven't I been in there before?
Nope, this is the first time you've been to the blacksmith.
We've been to the item shop and the general store. That's it.
Yeah, and the tavern.
Is Shiima like...
Is he like half my height? Which
Yeah.
one is this? Is this the water dude?
No, this is just a normal dwarf. This is the first time you met him.
Oh, okay, alright.
Is Shiima the tallest person in our group, or is it Salic?
It's
I'm slightly taller than him, I think.
slightly taller.
By
Yeah.
like just a few inches. Yeah.
She wears shoes.
Actually.
It's the ears.
Yeah, the ears count.
You know
the
how
ears had like 3 inches.
you know how like Hiei is 4'5" with his hair, but without it, it's just 4 foot. It's kind of like that.
I look down on him.
It looks up like he is cranking his neck, going back just a little bit.
I'm not that
But he
close to him.
he's not intimidated but by you. He's giving you a hearty dwarven smile. Like,
Is he like standing on a stool, like behind his counter or whatever?
no, but
short.
no, but there is a stool behind there specifically for that. He's just choosing not to do it.
Okay.
So what can I get you?
Well, and I pull out of my bag of holding. I have this +1 short sword that I don't need.
Mmm.
And I just kind of, turn it.
+1 to what?
I'm not a sword person, so I don't even know how to hold it properly, so I'm just like doing weird stuff with it.
Alright.
I wanted to see how much this is worth to possibly sell it to you or to others.
She with you, House Trinette?
She is.
blades are not my specialty. At least not this kind of blade, so...
100 gold.
Even though it's a +1,
Yeah.
I say to him.
Yeah. Especially
What is
because
this-
it's a +1.
What is this +1 you speak of?
I've never heard of +1 before.
I believe that's a good deal.
I was gonna say because I think swords are pretty cheap on their own.
On the list of $100 was +1 anyway, so
How
you're
much-
getting basically an even
How
trade.
much does your great axe cost?
I
What
don't
is a
know.
glaive?
I
No,
just
I got
gave
the
him a
heal.
great axe.
Oh,
I wanna ask the dwarf guy, how much would his great axe be worth?
It's mine.
no backsies.
Don't worry about it. I'm not trying to sell
I'm
it. I'm just
attached to it already.
I'm trying to learn about the worth of
Can I see it?
weapons.
Yeah, I'll hand it over.
Yeah, it's the one, the Hugh one.
Don't let him kiss it.
This is
It's
one
like
of
ramen.
Dagdar's make, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, this must have been York's. I heard about that. So this is what he used to cut his wood. Magic. Well, normally... Now, I don't deal in magical wares per se, but sometimes they come my way, sometimes I sell them. Yeah, you know how it is. Normally, magical wares sell if it's a +1. I'm speaking very meta right now. If it's a +1, it's 100 gold plus whatever the weapon would normally cost. Because
So-
of how
so
much
is-
enchantment
is
is
this-
going in
Is
it.
the short sword just worth nothing? Plus the 100.
Well, if you're
plus one?
selling it to me, usually I would buy it for half price. So instead of 100 plus whatever a short sword normally cost,
Well,
it would be 50 plus whatever the sword is normally
That's
cost.
why I'm asking how much does a normal short sword cost?
A normal short sword would run 10 gold.
So this one would be worth 110 then?
If I was selling it, yes. But I still have to make something of a profit. You're getting a better deal. No offense, because you're with Trinette. But, as I said, I still have to make some money. I hope you understand. Normally he would buy... You could sell
to
it.
you for 110 since that seems to be what it's worth?
Make a persuasion check. Because he's already, giving you a discount. A deal.
And I am very confused, so I'm just trying to talk him into this while also being confused.
Sure, go for it.
Persuasion.
Well, because normally he would just buy it for 50
Zero.
gold.
Yeah, that's like going to a pawn shop. You're not going to sell it for what they're going to sell
no,
it for.
It's only 8.
Unfortunately, I have mouths to
Yeah,
feed,
it's a good
mainly
deal.
my own, so I would have to say no.
You can do a better job being an asshole than that.
Oh, I
was so
have a
polite.
list. I have a
so
list of
polite.
shutdown lines for exactly this thing. So, is that enough to your liking? 100 gold for the short sword?
I'm gonna hold on to it for now and think about it.
I guarantee you won't find a better deal.
I drop it, and it disappears into the bag of holding.
Fucking magic users.
I like
You
it.
hear under his breath, even from all the way up there. It carries.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm good perception, so yeah, I hear all things.
Yeah.
My-
Well, is there anything else you would like to sell?
I believe the other things I have are far out of your price range.
Oh,
Indeed.
he crosses his arms.
Because they belong to
I'm not making eye contact with anybody.
I'm sorry, they belong to what?
fucking magic users.
Fair enough. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. If you have any other wares you don't want to sell or do sell, please don't hesitate.
I'm looking to lighten my backpack, and since you gave me a good price, I will give you my glaive for free if you'd like.
That is very kind of you. I will gladly take it.
My inventory is a little more manageable now.
Sounds like you need a bag of holding.
That's easy to do.
I need a squire. He's back in Redmire.
Get a halfling.
Does that
Is there-
complete your business at
Is there
the...
like
Yes.
a rent-a-squire shop somewhere?
You could recruit the goblin that does the laundry.
There kind of is. It's called the Hireling Guilds.
I actually have two
You
servers
rent
I
a
can
dude
run
to
my...
just carry shit around.
What is wave markets?
Not legal in Arcala.
Yeah, I'm done. I want to go to the magic place.
Me
with
too.
him.
Alright.
Doesn't mean they don't exist.
Back to you guys. You guys are finishing up at the magic shop. Is there anything else there you wanted to buy, do, shenanigan, or...
Nope, I'm gonna go back to the tavern.
How about you, Salic?
I'm drawing up a blank here. It's gonna be a few to get me back into like the world.
Alright, so let's just say that you're going along with Kulkras.
Yeah.
Sure. You guys are making your way back to the tavern. You cross paths with Orlin and Shiima.
I just know how to go walk past.
Check out my new digs.
Where'd you get it?
Blacksmith.
There's a blacksmith.
I'm touching it.
It is shiny. It is smooth.
What was
And
it
how's
called
the
again?
wolf pelt?
Splint mail armor.
It's like leather armor with metallic armor pressed on top of it.
I think it's kind of like what the Roman soldiers would wear.
I think.
Very
That sounds
impressive.
Yeah.
Craftsmanship.
Like I'm thinking of chainmail, but like more janky looking.
Yeah, it's more like the Roman soldiers how they had like the plate and like another layer of plates.
You got midriff
Oh,
showing
Oh,
there.
like-
that one.
sheets
That one.
of
Okay, I
plate.
was thinking of
It's
something.
like sheets of plate.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're kind of like
like
layered on each
shingles?
other.
Like scales.
But it's
Yeah.
it's thinner than
It's like the
thinner than
brigand
full-
armor in Dark Souls.
but it's thinner than like full
Not all
plate
of us
mail. It's
play
not
Dark
as I don't. think
Alright,
it's
well,
as
if he
thick.
does, that's why I'm talking and gesturing to him.
I'm the souls of dark.
So you
Oh,
could two
gosh.
make it over to the waving weaves.
So close.
The weaving
so
waves.
I think it's like that.
Well,
The
it's
voice
a,
man. Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but
close. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
okay.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
I
it called
just pictured-
split mail though.
What?
That's
I
all.
just picture like kind of like a layer of plate mail over leather, pretty much.
You guys enter the establishment, and Dagdor is there. Well, isn't today just a busy day? What can I help you with?
It's been extremely busy.
we got
We've
some
done
money
so
burning holes in our
much.
pockets. Our,
That's what I like to hear.
I have a special request, possibly something you've never heard before.
Well, try me.
So, in the forest, there were these tree creatures that mind controlled me. I did not like it, and I want a constant reminder to never let that happen again.
You got the Last of Us?
I have pieces of that tree creature that I would like turned into a shield that can bear the expression that I wanted to have on it.
That's macabre. I'm into it. Do
And
you
then-
have a shield that I can work with?
Yeah,
that I
I'll-
can work with.
I'll hand
You
him
need
my
one
shield.
provided. Oh, okay.
It's like a kite shield shape.
All right. And you said you had these parts
Yes,
on you.
I believe this is the face, and then the wooden piece there, and then some of the other
It's
giant
literally
parts.
like a wooden mannequin head with like extra tree bark sticking out of it. There's little
Do
bits
you
of
use
sap
your
sticking
cue
out
to
of
like
it.
trim it off a little bit?
Little bits of sap is
You talking about the
like
mango, or you talking-
slowly dripping out of its neck. Wow, you weren't kidding. Well, normally an enchantment like this would cost around 30 gold, but since you're already providing me with the supplies, that'll be about 15 gold, and I can have it done in an hour.
I see you also have another smoking bottle there.
I do. Good eye.
Wrap that up for me. Told you I got some money burning holes in my pocket.
Absolutely. He takes the ever-smoking bottle, he puts it in a little box, and he does take the time to wrap it and put a little bow on it.
Looks like.
How much for the bottle?
It was 150.
150. Gift wrapping on the house.
I already deducted it. So.
Is there anything else that I can interest you in today?
When do I get the shield? Did you say tomorrow?
An hour.
Oh, an hour. It's fast. You were...
It's a simple enough enchantment that can be done.
People in this town are good at their jobs.
Yeah. We kind of have to be if we want to make a profit. If you're not good at your job, you don't make enough money, you end up usually overcharging. So, I take pride in my craft.
Redmire could use artisans like yourself.
Ain't that the truth?
So I meant to tell my dad Langdale because we've been in Windsor.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
I was confused about that.
Way to go, DM.
Nice faux pas there.
That was just me being too drunk.
Me too.
I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
As I continue to
That's why I grabbed the map and looked at it.
a clear...
Langdale,
It's watery
they're
liquid.
right next to
I was
each
sitting there,
other.
I'm like, isn't that? I'm like, what else
Pardon me.
Go
How
on.
about you, Long Cat? Is there anything you would like?
Long cat.
Um, would he be able to appraise a short sword?
The short sword?
Yeah, the +1. Does that technically make it a magical item?
I mean, yeah.
So I'd like to have him appraised as well.
Okay.
I want to see how much this sword. I do the exact same thing. I pull it out of my bag. I hold it up.
Alright. Let
You
me
got
take
this
a
one.
look here. He takes it from you if you allow him. And
I
he
trust him. He's nice and
he
fun.
puts on his spectacles with the multi lenses. Puts a couple down. Alright, as I suspected, it is a simple +1 long sword.
Short sword.
Short sword. It's long for me, okay?
Not as long as me though.
True.
Your hands look very big holding it, though.
Oh, yeah. You should see what my... Anyway.
Face hands.
Wish they were all like that.
Uh-oh, we lost you.
I would sell this in my shop. Are you just looking to see how much it is? What are you asking about?
How much it is worth? Because I am looking to sell it, but I'm not sure how much would be the best deal.
Well, as a enchanter myself, if this was in my shop, I would sell it for 100 gold, which is how much it would cost to enchant it, and however much the weapon itself would cost. Since short swords cost 10 gold, I would sell this for 110 gold. If you, a customer,
I know.
somebody who isn't a merchant per se, is looking to sell it, the general rule of thumb for most merchants is buy low, sell high. So I would buy this off of you for roughly 60-ish gold.
Okay.
But it is worth 110, and that is how much I would sell it in my shop.
Okay. I'll sell it to him for 60 because I like him more than the other guy.
The blacksmith is gonna walk by like, that bitch.
No, I like him more, so I'm gonna sell it to him for 60 then.
He sells it to you for 70. Or he buys it off you for 70.
Okay.
I wanted to buy it for
Actually, hold on. I want to check something real quick.
Check something.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say I like you, so I do want to sell it to you.
Let me ask something real quick. Is this a spite thing by chance? He kind of rolled high on insight.
Oh,
No.
I mean,
A simple yes or no. You don't have to answer.
I want to sell it.
Fair enough.
I don't have any need for it.
70 gold.
I'm
They're
not
gonna be
selling
drinking.
it out of spite.
They're gonna be.
I
No,
know.
it's not
I think
spite
he's-
thing.
They're gonna be drinking later. Guess what I bought?
I didn't steal it from anybody. So 70 then?
70.
Okay. I like
know.
Postman.
Shoot it like an arrow.
Right now I can finally erase that off my mind.
Is there any other business that I could interest you two in today?
I do have something I wish to buy as well.
Of course.
Okay. I wish to buy a bag of holding from you.
A bag of holding.
Yes. And I know I have one, but it is a temporary bag of holding. I wish to buy a more permanent one.
Temporary. Okay, sure. No, that would run 250 gold, I believe. 250 gold for a new bag of holding, then.
What's my gold at now? Okay. Alright.
You seem like a man who appreciates seeing something cool, even if it's not for sale. Can I show you something?
As long as you keep your pants on, yes.
Deal. As he
I
said,
get a lot of weird customers, okay?
I walk across the room and then walk on the wall and then walk on the ceiling.
Oh, that's impressive.
I got it from the same guy that we got that sword from.
I recognize a little bit of elven make in it. Where did you get those? Elfin.
I don't know how he was wearing them. He had spider legs.
Spider. Oh, fuck. Did you fight a Drider?
We did.
He tried to kill us, yes.
There are
Back
Driders
in the-
out. Where?
What was the place called? I wrote it on the OG map,
Something
I think.
Silk
You
Valley?
have that. I forgot what the...
Silver Silk Valley.
Oh.
Spiders be here.
Over by Arbington.
Silver Silk Valley.
Yes. We did a mission to recover
Hunters.
some lost hunters that were taken captive by the spiders, I believe.
Dagdor, you see that, like, he's a very wet individual. He is,
Dries
like,
right up.
very intently
Does the water
listening.
suck into his skin?
I'm
and
still
he
on
gets
the
A
ceiling.
little
lice or
bit, a
something?
little bit. You hear, like, a little bit. As he's intensely listening to this
Everyone
tale.
shudders.
This may sound like an odd question, but how old did this Drider seem?
How old did he seem?
Make a history check.
He was elvish, though, right?
Yeah.
How am I feeling today?
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
get a
point
natural
out
one
to
here
the
and
guy,
make some corn.
he was
So,
elvish, so
Dark
it's
Ones,
very
yes.
hard to guess.
This is one of the gold, the dark ones.
I'm
It's
aware,
got in my
but
backpack though, so I'm in charge.
there are certain telltales. If there's crow's feet, the length of their hair, usually
I don't
liver
believe he
spots.
looked that.
17.
17. This Drider looked, like even for elvish standards, old.
He was old as fuck. As they say in Baldur.
that they do. Oh, they probably missed one.
What do you mean by that? As in,
I'm still on the ceiling while we're talking.
as in they missed a Drider to kill? I don't know. Can I
Are
try
you
to
aware
do,
of
can
the
I try
Dark
to do
War?
like an insight or something? I don't know.
Are you aware of the Dark War by chance?
Am I aware of the Dark
I'm
War?
proficient in history if that
Make
counts for
history
anything.
checks.
Did I learn
Let
this
it
in my
ride.
library book?
No!
Did
Sorry.
you learn this in history?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's close to 1.
You fall asleep during the lesson.
25.
25.
Yeah.
Close to
Yeah, you absolutely heard of this,
Close to
but
one.
but
Yeah.
I
for-
read
Corn.
all about it.
I rolled a
somewhere in
2.
the book.
it was kind of a big history moment. This is the equivalent of World War I or World War II on Terra. But for the one who rolled a 3, the Dark War was a very dangerous war between all of the races of Terra versus the Drow and those who followed under them. It lasted for a long time, and afterwards there was this not so fun time known as the Dark Inquisition, where people under the Terran Union would root out sympathizers for Loth and the Drow and hunt them down with brutal efficiency. Silver Silk Valley, or the Yormak Hillside as it is known now, was once a Drow stronghold and was thought to have been cleared of all Drow incursion. It seems they missed one, and you were able to take them out. That is no small feat. You killed a relic of ancient history that everyone thought was gone.
And I
Gone
crushed
now.
his face.
And you now own a piece of that history. I point to the short sword.
Was it the Moonblade?
Hold on. If that's the case, he puts another 50 gold on the table. That's yours. If this is truly a piece of history.
Is that where I got that short sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's where I got the Moonblade.
We got them
Then
both,
two.
I think.
Oh fuck! Never mind.
Yeah,
we got-
No, sorry. The
Second.
short sword was one of his victims.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's from the dead.
My
Well,
bad.
Wait,
I
My
thought it was
bad.
from there, though.
Waiting for him to go.
Yeah.
Wolfers.
The short sword came from.
Orlin has a negative intelligence, as far as he
If
knows
that's
that is.
if that's the case, then this Drider must have been well over 500 years old. Just to give you an idea of what you
How long?
have fought.
How long ago was the Dark Wars?
530 some odd years ago.
You know what the really funny part is that you're asking all these questions still on the ceiling.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You're.
How tall is the ceiling?
It's like 15
What did you
feet.
say? How many years?
It's one of those tall
So his
ceilings.
head is right
500
next to mine, but he's upside down.
Yeah. The Dark War ended at year 320. We're at 856. So 520-ish years ago. Yeah, as you say, old as fuck. Hopefully that was the last one.
If you like, I can show you the actual sword that we got from him.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'll pull out the Moonblade arrow ball.
Oh yeah, this is definitely Elvish. Let's take a look at this.
I'll just like
Oh, fuck,
I'll
that's
hold it in front of him.
Alright, he puts on his glasses again, he looks at it. Oh
Right.
fuck, that's bright. Oh!
Extremely magical, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that's it, that's magical, alright.
It's, I'm going to be searching for a few mages to give this to, possibly sell to. I certainly can't use it. I
Well,
don't know if I want to use it.
as a enchanter who works for the Arcane Imperium, and he shows his mark, which looks like just waves, ocean waves.
Just some squiggles.
Yeah, it's just some squiggles.
Line beast.
I can contact one of two individuals in the ruling that rules over the Arcane Imperium who would definitely be interested in purchasing such an item. I don't think I have enough for what this is worth. Otherwise, I would definitely buy it myself. Or I can give you credit for X amount of time. But I would probably just end up trading it back to them anyway. So the choice is always up to you.
Well, if you contact the mage, how would they contact me then?
Well, I would contact them via magic means. They would contact me back, and we would set up an exchange time, and I would converse that to you. If you are interested in selling this, of course.
Well, I believe we're going to be headed to Langdale soon. Most likely in the morning. And then I believe
Yes,
we're
that's
going to
the
be
one.
coming back here after we are finished with our business in Langdale. So if you want to mess it, or I guess we can come back then.
It belongs in a museum.
That's why I'm,
Probably, yeah.
that's why
Yeah,
I want to give
Indiana
it to the
Jones fans, huh?
proper arcade.
It's a cold response.
You hear everybody go boo.
Well, Langdale is about 2 days away. I don't know, even on horseback, so I'm not sure how long you plan on staying out there. So I could have someone here.
Yeah, we have a cart and horses that we're taking out there. So
How long do you plan on staying in Langdale?
Less than 10 days.
I'm unsure because
Sounds like
well, we were hired to do something out there, so I don't know exactly how long it'll take. Hopefully less than a day or two.
I can put some feelers out, and if Depending on what I hear back, I could send you some details later.
That sounds good. But, well, like I said, we'll most likely be coming back here after Langdale, that I can come back and confirm with you about the mage.
Alright. What is your name? I know you are part of the Fist, but if I wanted to give them some more specific details...
I'm gonna pull up my proper name.
Is that going to be our call sign?
Every time someone says the fist, it's just...
I'm the lore seeker Shiima of the Cerulean Trove.
Shiima of the Cerulean Trove. Do you have a surname?
Sandcrafter.
Shiima Sandcrafter, lore seeker of the Cerulean Trove.
That's my last name.
It is. It is. I was testing you.
Oh, it's in the archive.
Very well.
It's been a while since
it's all
I've had to
over.
think of my last name.
Now, like I said, I had two potential buyers. There's the... Fuck.
Yeah, you gotta bring the names up again.
My fucking laptop is just has a lot of stuff on it. There is Headmaster Enith Domloran. He is the Arch-Arbiter of Arcane Reclamation. He is in charge of collecting lost historical artifacts that are magically infused, but he's more interested in finding arcane tombs and cities and structures rather than items themselves. And there's Headmistress Vasonia Kensek, Arch-Arbiter of Arcane Antiquities. I'm pretty sure that speaks for itself, but the choice is yours. Who would you want me to reach out to?
She sounds like the one that's more skilled.
Very well.
For magical objects.
Then I shall let them know, and I shall let you know. Is it alright if I contact you via magical means?
Yes, that's fine.
Very well. If you hear a voice in your head, just know that it's me.
God, is that you?
Unless it isn't. Then I apologize.
Oh, that is all then.
Kill the
I'll
rider.
carefully take the sword and put it back in. More careful than I did with the other one.
Yeah, that sword is either really old, that rider might have killed a elf, which Drow are known to do back then, or that rider was an elf that turned and kept that blade as, part of themselves. So, yeah. Fuck. I hope there aren't any more of those. I don't like spiders.
The Fist will handle them if they are.
You're still up there, you know that, right?
Yeah. I was getting a little bit of a headache and I forgot why.
The fist will squish.
Is there something in here? I'm starting to get a headache. Get off the ceiling.
How high up am I?
You're like 15 feet up.
Oh yeah, your feet are 15 feet. Your head's like close to mine, I think.
Yeah.
You're just upside down.
Alright, so does that conclude your business at the Weaving Waves?
Yes.
Alright. I assume you guys head back to the tavern, or do you guys want to go elsewhere?
As we're walking, I'm gonna talk to Shiima.
Okay.
In the world I come from, back in Redmire, favors are often more valuable than gold. Do you think something like that would get you some clout with the Cerulean Trove if you were to make a generous donation with it?
Do I think the Cerulean Trove would want this sword? Because they're more into books, right? Like historical books and stuff.
The sword itself, while a historical artifact in itself, they are more interested in the distribution of knowledge and information. There aren't any Cerulean Trove-owned museums, per se. They would be honored by such a donation, but at the same time, it'd be like, hey, I'm going to give you 500 cows because I think you're cool. It's like, great. What the fuck do I do with them?
I don't believe the Trove would have any use for this. They would be more interested in the story behind it, not the item itself.
but to the right person, a collector or a noble who's just has the art collection that he's touting.
If we did find somebody, some rich person with a collection, if I trusted them enough, I could sell it to them.
Trust me, nobody knows more than me that money is nice, but so is having people owe you things.
I don't want to give this to anybody that would use it incorrectly as well, or attempt to, kill anybody with it. I'd rather give it to somebody at the Arcane Imperium who will keep it and study it, or somebody that we trust enough that will literally just display it.
The Arcane Imperium would probably be the most practical one, because then we would know it wouldn't fall into the wrong hands.
Even then, I suppose there could be some Arcane Imperium mages that are untrustworthy, but we would have to talk to them ourselves and decide who's trustworthy or not.
That's it for me.
Music?
Finishing up your business at the Weaving Waves, making your way back towards the tavern.
I have some books that I want to read still. I got my potions I want to craft, so I want to just go back to the tavern and go to my room or whatever and just start doing stuff before I go to sleep.
Back at the tavern, Kazul is finishing up his story. So then this dog.
Do we walk in on that?
We'd get there first.
Right with dog.
Right?
It bit me.
He has his boot off and he's showing it like it almost took my whole toenail. But anyway,
That is quite the story. Do you know who else would love that story? My friend Shiima over here.
I speed walk back.
he gives like the awkward wave. Oh hi, bye. Yeah.
She's pretty quick, but you can catch her if you have a little persistence.
Maybe later.
You hear me going over shoulder like I doubt it.
Well, it seems like your friends are back. I'm gonna let you mingle. I'm gonna let you do your own thing. I'm gonna go back to my buddies with the my priest friends. They were asked to give last rites to that gentleman you brought in, that York, as well as the two, the guard and the hunter as well. So I'm just gonna watch. That sounded weird. Going out.
Watch, bro.
Gotta watch him talk to the dead guy.
As you know, I've become a little bit more.
As you say,
I've become a little bit more interested in the, religious rites and whatnot.
how much do you know about those two? I know you've been traveling with them, but something about them seems weird or off.
Most holy folk are, but I think they're good people. They're reserved. They don't like to talk about themselves as much as the gods, because that's their job. They preach the word and wisdom of the gods to those who are unlearned of their existence.
An advertisement.
Oh, you're here too. Yeah, something like that.
It's like we got here way before those two did. Probably.
Yeah.
Something like that.
They only went to 2 stores and we went to 3.
I don't know. I met up with them, I'd say, about 15 years before you came back into our lives. Into my life. Been traveling with them ever since. It's been an interesting, enlightening journey, let's say.
Do you know where they are at this time? I think I might want to have a chat with them.
Last I checked, they were over at the temple.
Well, thank you for that. I think I'll just pay them a little visit.
Of course. Sorry, my accent is changing a little bit.
No, it's
the
It's the fizzy.
He's getting drunker.
You're rubbing off on me, kid.
I missed your Eastern accent. I think the district was Jersey. Is that correct?
Yes, the mystical land of Jersey.
Which night is that on?
But it's been nice catching up and hearing about your day-to-day stories, Father.
Likewise. Enjoy your day, son. I'll let you be. I'm probably gonna turn in early.
I hobble off and make my way over to the temple.
Sounds like a good idea. I might not be far behind.
Alright. You guys watch as soon as you guys enter, Vaxxus immediately leaves.
Oh, yes, hello. I remember all of you. This is such good timing. I'll see you later.
Where was it I was supposed to go to the school thing for?
The school itself is located on the island of Maori, but you are expected to be back in Venzer within 10 days.
Okay.
We're still on day 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long ass day.
Can I say that I've already made it to a room in the inn so I can start making my potions and stuff?
Okay.
Because it's going to take... Well, how long does it take to craft a potion?
8 hours.
8 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to read a book, though. I want to read the Mesh book, finally.
Okay.
That he gave me so long ago, it seems. Even though that was probably,
It was like the
only
same
a
day.
day or two ago? I don't even
The
know.
same day.
Was it?
Yeah.
One
So,
day.
I think it was before we took off into the forest.
It was either before you guys took off into the forest or while you were in the forest.
Because you were talking to Miss McCree, and I came up and I just gave her the book.
Alright. Feels like forever ago. Yeah, I want to read that.
Alright. We'll get to that. Vaxxus, you are making your way over to the Temple of the 12 Divines.
As well as possible, anyway. I'll probably stumble along.
Alright. What would you like to do there?
I'm looking for...
As I find my fucking notebook, where did it go?
I'm looking for the two
I'm
busy...
not that drunk.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Company with this?
What's that?
You want company with this, or is it a private thing?
You're welcome to come with. It doesn't bother me, as long as I remember where I'm going.
I just want to make sure you don't end up in the jail again.
Wait
I'm assuming again, but
a minute. What do you mean again?
I'm just assuming.
I mean, I was knocked out earlier. Did something happen in between then? Because my memory's a little fuzzy.
No, I don't think in our time together you've been in jail, but has it not happened at some point? You've woken up in a jail at some point and not known how you got there?
Well, there was that one time, but I don't remember why.
I'm good.
I'll accompany him then too.
Okay. Making your way to the Order of the 12 Divines. It's a very, very simple, long stone church with several stained glass windows along the outsides. Inside, not the most appropriate for music, but I'm just gonna leave it.
It's fine.
It's blaring from the outside, just a little bit coming in.
Get these names if I can.
You see that that there are two individuals that seem to be the most prominent inside the church, a man and woman. The man that you recognize as Priest Reynold. He was the individual that you saved in the forest. And they are joined by two additional individuals.
Was Ronald with Ione, or however you say it?
I believe so.
I could be misremembering.
I put that Kazula travels with Christa of Ion.
Yeah, there was two of them. One was named Valen, and the other was like Failnas or something.
What was
Oh,
Reynold
those are two different people than what he's talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll say that we're Reynolds. Yeah, he is a priest of Ioun, but he teaches about all 12 as part of his job.
Oh, okay, I actually did have a note, including human priest of Ion named Reynolds, so that is correct.
That's fair. The four of them, the other two, Vaxxus, you recognize as Fallon and Phalanis.
Fatals?
I have to stop drinking.
The more you drink, the better you speak.
They notice you both. They give you all a nod, and then one of the other female priests are making their way to greet you as the other three are speaking amongst themselves. Older woman, blonde, short hair. Hello there. I am Priestess Orlande. How may I be of service?
I'm kind of doing one of these a little bit while I'm standing there.
Okay.
Because I've had it.
How might I be of service?
Yes, I'm looking for two people. I think they go by Falafel and Java. That sounds right.
Valen and Phalanis. They are here, yes.
I was just looking to have a chat with them, nothing more. Don't mind me.
Of course. Well, they are here. We are currently discussing... Oh, you're with the Fist, I see. They
How
are
did we
currently...
get so popular so fast? We
You're
better
wearing
get-
badges on yourselves.
Where?
Like name tags.
Are you just drunkenly looking around?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where it is. I don't remember.
I
where
like
it
grab
It's
that.
like on your belt.
Yeah, it's right on it.
Well, I'll be. I can't believe it was right in front. Oh, yes,
We are
yes, we are with the Fist.
We are discussing the funeral rites of York McCreek that you brought in earlier this afternoon. I can see if Valen is available to speak with you.
That's fine. One or the other does not matter.
Certainly. Give me a moment, please. She walks back over.
How long is a moment? Is that like 10 seconds or like a minute or 10 minutes?
I mean, you guys are like at the entrance. She walks back like 30, 40, 60 feet back where there's like three other dudes talking. Quick words are exchanged, and you see Valen walking back towards you.
Like 30 seconds.
Takes about a minute. Valen is a human, short black hair, just like slicked back, clean shaven. He wears plain gray robes with blue like sash, and he just walks with you with his fingers steepled. Yes, I'm Valen. Hello, Vaxxus. It's good to see you again.
Yes, yeah, sure.
Do you know those chats that like fathers have with like their daughter's boyfriend?
Yeah.
That's kind of how this is gonna go.
Okay. Good to know.
Wait a minute, you don't have a shotgun?
He's got
No, I'm back at the tavern.
So, I had a few questions for you.
Of course.
What are your intentions with my father?
I assure you that the arrangement that I have with your father is mutually beneficial between the both of us. We get to, the Order of the 12 Divines gets an extra extension of their normal caravans to spread the word of the Divines to those who may not know of them, or just to re-educate them on certain rites, rituals, and traditions that may have been lost because their god is not represented enough in their own township. And he gets the opportunity to sell his wares just a little bit more profitably. So it's a win-win.
I'd have never thought as the ones of the faithful to be profit seekers. That seems a little odd to me.
We do not seek profit. He does. He is the merchant. We do not blame him. We only seek to spread the word of the divines. That is our holy mission.
And when and how did you meet my father? I'm a little curious.
I believe it was around 15 years prior. I was assigned to your father as part of his agreement in our mutually beneficial caravan arrangements. He wanted to upgrade his enterprise. He wasn't, as I'm sure you might know, being his son, he wasn't a very profitable merchant in the past. But we saw the potential that he had, and we decided to give him a chance, and vouch for him for the Boldor Trading Guild, and elevate him to the status of a full caravan merchant, officially recognized by the Terran Union. As such, as I said, we get to sell our religious wares and lore to the people, and he gets the opportunity to sell his goods as well, which is something that he has always wanted since his caravan started.
Yes, it's good to see that he's prospering. You know my father very well. Perhaps you know another old friend of mine from the past. Have you heard of a brother Malmos? He came to our village quite a while ago, somewhere around the time when you showed up.
Brother Malmos. The name does not ring any bells? No. What faith did he follow? Was he one of ours?
Hold on. I have this somewhere.
Swear to God, I had some. Wait, what's my backstory? What's my mom's name?
Just checking his man knowledge.
Who am I?
Who am I?
What is my last name?
Out of Pappy.
I mean, I could just tell you.
Wasn't it like the Radiant Dawn or something?
Fire Emblem?
Path
Yeah.
of the Golden Dawn.
Close.
Very close. Is that what you tell him, or do you give him a weird answer?
Yes, that's the one. The Golden Dawn.
Path of the Golden Dawn. Seems rooted in Dawn Father lore, but no, I don't believe there's anyone by that name of our order, but then again, I don't know every priest in existence.
Do you have someone who represents the Dawn Father perhaps I could talk to instead?
Ah, that would be the head priest of the Dawn Father in the holy city of Vastakal.
Yes, of course, another city. Thank you.
That's on the back nine. Sorry. West Arcala.
I like how even the NPCs.
Yeah, all the NPCs called.
It's canon now.
It's canon now. They have golf.
All right. No.
Golf exists.
West Arcala,
Back nine's all the sand
the nickname
tracks.
is the back nine, and East Arcala is the front nine.
Long ago, the gods wanted a golf course.
Long ago in the back nine.
We're all just part of their games.
We're just green. We're all like.
We're all just the T's in their game of golf.
Created the front nine.
We're
and
basically
it was
the
good.
alligators fucking up the
And
holes
then
and
they
whatnot.
realized they needed some sound
If
tracks,
you
so they made
truly
the back
desire to know, well, a list of all of the priests and oracles of the Dawn Father, I would recommend going there.
Where is Vastakula?
I don't think I've ever been there, but I've probably heard of it over my travels.
You've definitely heard of it. It is the diametric opposition of Devil's Reach. And it's hard not to hear about it. It's on par with the Vatican. You've heard of it.
It's an island though, off of Arcala.
No, it is. It's on our college. Find it on the map. Like I said, back nine. So it's on that
It's
one.
on the back nine. Okay.
What was it called?
Northeast of Devil's
Oh,
Reach.
okay. That's back here. Way back here. Man.
What was that? The Path of the Golden Dawn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
As I said, it sounds very Dawn-fathery, but it's not a faith that I'm familiar with intimately. At least that by that name.
Very interesting. Well, you've been very helpful. Thank you for answering my questions. Do you have any questions for the Pajama Man before we leave?
Do you know who the Enlightened is?
The Enlightened. Sorry, I heard something weird. It's like, wait, that wasn't Valen, that was me.
Take a pick of weird noises around here, but okay.
It's those damn ghosts again.
In what context are you referring to?
They've overthrown the Temple of the 12 in Langdale.
Did both of you guys go to that? Where are you again?
Yeah, I went with them.
We went to the,
You're on your review.
I didn't realize both of you went.
Yeah, they both were.
what did you call it? The holy area?
The holy city of Vastakal.
Well, I was trying to think of what you called the area we went to in Venzer, the name of the place we're at right now.
This is just the
Yeah, it's like a
the Temple of the 12.
Okay.
It's upstairs.
The name speaks of something that would bring understanding, both spirituality of the divines, but specifically, there are no.
You just say you
There
don't
are
know.
no.
You just say you don't know.
There are no divines, good or betrayer, that bear the moniker or that of their followers as the Enlightened. To the best of my knowledge, I apologize. If Langdale has been usurped by some other religious faction, I'm sure the Order of the 12 would be most interested in their removal.
So it's Hidovrad.
Especially if they are causing untoward harm towards Terra's populace.
Hidovrad's definitely interested.
Hidovrad. I wasn't aware that they were interested in anything besides...
Apparently somebody of note was there.
Which one was hit over at it? Was it the dragon people?
The Dragonborn people, yeah. I wasn't aware that they were interested in anything than short-term trading propositions, but interesting nonetheless.
I kind of zone out and start putting my face on like the stained glass and stuff. Like,
Like you just walk over to a window and just headbutt it.
You start licking it.
kind of, yeah.
Well, I need to get him back to the tavern.
I apologize that I wasn't of any more use, but I would like to offer my congratulations and thanks for assisting the town of Venzer in your endeavors and bringing the lost home.
And we thank you for your answers, Java. It was nice to meet with you.
Likewise, Mr. Vendula. Dinvula. My apologies.
Wow, we got it right. This guy's good.
May the divines be with you. And he gives a slight bow, about faces, and goes back to the other three people. Unless you want to talk with him more.
Mm.
I was going to say, as soon as you two leave, they're going to be talking mad shit about you. Leave the 2 minutes. I just had to friggin' deal with it.
So this drunk walks into the church.
It sounds like the start of a joke. So a drunk walks into a church.
So a drunk tiefling and a nobleman walk into a church.
You liar!
I guess we'll just make our way back to the tavern then at this point.
Swing by Dagner? Was that the magic shop guy?
Yeah.
I have an item to pick up around now, probably.
We can fast forward
Yeah.
and say that, yeah, it's been an hour. Here you go. And he hands out, and he displays for you your shield, which has been cleaned and polished, but you wouldn't be able to know that if not for the front of it is entirely covered in bark, and there is definitely, because you're looking for it, a face on it, a wide face, but its mouth is closed, its eyes are closed, but it is very uncanny to what you asked for. Now, all you have to do is imagine the expression you want the face to give, and he touches it, and then he thinks for a moment, and then you see the face on the shield morph, both of the eyes open, and they do show like a white iris, and the mouth opens a little bit. And it just sticks its tongue out while one eye is like squinting and the other eye is wide. It's making a silly face. And then he takes his hands off and then closes again.
Excellent job, perfect.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm gonna pick it up and make it wink at Vaxxus.
It does that. It opens its eyes.
I kind of look at it and look back at Orlin and I say, "You are probably the most powerful wizard I've ever seen."
This is my reminder never to strangle a cat again.
Again. Oh, yeah. At first I was like, wait, is this backstory stuff? No.
Was that something you did? Because I didn't see it.
Gotta be careful. We gotta be careful.
Might have been in the darkness
That's
when
one
it
of the
happened.
3 homicidal triad.
But she almost made me kill Shiima.
Oh, right, that, yeah.
And then I did.
Yes.
So I wasn't the only one who got stomped on that one of those fights. Okay, I feel a little better now. Thank you.
Me and Kulkras both were on the receiving end of their mindfuckery, as they say in Boldor.
Sounds like a place you could go to, but anyway, I understand. I too have quite a bit of mindfuckery going on as well, within my own head. But good luck with yours.
I assume everybody reconvenes at the tavern in one way, shape, or
I
form.
mean,
Good old town.
I'm in my room. I don't want to reconvene with anybody.
Fair enough.
I got stuff to do.
The smart recluse is at it.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to do, or did you guys wanted to turn in?
No, I think we should officially end this day.
This day is
Very well.
We have
This day's been like
window
4
shopping.
sessions.
The window shopping for 3 hours.
Kinda.
This day is almost as long as me.
Oh.
All right, it's 5 silver per room.
Okay. It's all on him.
Damn.
Drinks are all on him, but you have to pay for your own rooms,
We said the
unfortunately.
tab.
Are we-
Do the rooms get included on the tab?
No, just the booze.
Is there enough for each of us to have a room?
There is.
Oh, yeah, like
If you
how
guys want to double up, that is your
many-
choice.
How many rooms
I'm
are
getting
in
my
this
own.
place?
Enough.
I'm having a bad night. I'm having a bad day from today, so I'm going to go sleep in the alley.
How many
Oh my
silver
God.
pieces equal a gold piece?
I will say you would not get a long rest and get a point of exhaustion if you would. As part of the hazards of
Rats
being-
chewing on you and stuff.
As part of the hazards
All
of
day.
doing that.
I'll pay the 2.5 gold so everybody can have a room.
Jeez, Mr. Moneybags.
Thank you, Orlin.
As soon as I debate sleeping outside, I hear Orlin paying for everything, and I say, "Oh, good, a room opened up."
Nice.
Blankets.
Do they have a suite?
Do they have a suite?
Are you trying to buy yourself a fancy room?
Yes.
They give you the Valentine's suite, and you're just like, "Oh, what are you like, man? This room's pretty good."
Heart-shaped bed, roses everywhere.
They
Does smell like lavender.
do, however, it is currently being used by a Klaus Eldridge and party.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. One ups me, doesn't he?
I say break it in the room, get the fuck out.
Yeah, pay them extra to kick them out.
You knock on the door, he answers, and you go, "I'll arm wrestle you for it."
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll just go to my room.
I bet my drunk can drink your drunk at the table. You want to bet your room on it? You're on.
Oh, I am delighted by this.
But Klaus, you don't have a drunk, then you can be the drunk.
Only an idiot would speak up. You're the drunk.
Goldbrow, drink up. You have competition. So, 5 silver each, paid for by Orlin. You all retire to your individual chambers and begin unwinding the tiresome day. And that is where we are going to take a quick break.
I was going to say, don't you dare end the session. We
still haven't done
been the
anything.
fucking day.
No.
I'd like to get out my way out of this town.
Now is the time for people to get drinks.
So yeah, we are going to decompress a little bit, and then we will be right back.
Do you have like a printout of the Vesh book that
No.
I can read myself?
No.
You didn't write the whole novel?
No!
I mean, you wrote this other story.
Can you
I did.
write some quick notes so I don't have to write it myself?
Oh, sure.
That's what he needs.
So we'll be back in a couple minutes. Stay tuned.
Oh, shit.
A quick shout out to all the people and organizations whose music and artwork is featured in the show. Some of the music you're hearing in the background tonight comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. If you are looking for music for your games, check them out on Spotify, iTunes, ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or just go to their website at www.midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 compositions, most of which he's made available for others to use, using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. Check out his stuff on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Iritan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irutanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal songs on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. The artwork for our logo was done by Sanzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sanzaki Kojika. And the opening animation was edited by CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
That's not a hobgoblin, that's a hobgoblin. It's drunk.
And on that note, and we're back.
The brewmaster.
So, you guys are in your respective rooms, just unwinding for the night. We'll just go in line to see if anyone is doing anything extra. Orlin, how do you spend the rest of your hours before bed?
I'm going to just go over my new armor with an oilcloth and all my weapons and turn in for the night. Get ready to wake him up in the morning for another day of exercise before we head out.
Too easy. The splint mail is already nice and clean, but nothing is ever. You can always use an extra coat, especially for Trinette standards. So you take some time to do that. Vaxxus, what are you doing?
Locking the door, closing the curtains, taking the blanket off the bed, and sleeping under the bed.
Well, it's gonna be one of them nights.
All right.
Do you Nicolas Cage your way under the bed?
You methodically close the curtains and you pull the sheets off the top of the bed. Do you take the pillow as well?
No.
Okay. Shiima, what do you do?
I'll start reading the Vesh book, I guess.
Okay. We'll get to that. I'm just asking to see what everyone is doing. I'm sorry, let's get some music going. Salic, what are you up to?
Contemplating
Somebody bangs
ways
and she's like, "Turn that
to
music
get
down."
back in contact with that nerd. What's his name? Einsel. Contemplating ways to get back in contact with Einsel. And making shadow puppets of my trunk at the wall.
Okay. What puppets are you making on the shadow? On the wall?
It starts from an elephant face, and then I make a bird. And from the bird, I make a
That's
rabbit.
all it does is make faces.
From the rabbit, I make a crocodile. And then from the crocodile, I make a four-headed snake.
Make a performance check.
For myself?
Yeah.
You want that corn soup pretty bad?
Who else was? 8.
8.
Wait, what performance came off of it? Don't matter.
Charisma.
Charisma. Oh, shit. It's a 7.
Thankfully,
There it is.
with your imagination, it is beautiful.
That's all that matters.
That's all it is.
Kulkras, what are you up to?
Going to bed.
Go
Go to
ahead.
bed early.
It's been a really long day. I'm still down. I'm still down 13 HP. I know he's gonna get me up early in the morning.
HP like 60 sometimes.
53.
Okay.
You got beat up.
You're still higher than all of us, I think.
Orlin, as you are cleaning your armor, Saoirse comes up to you, like, under your hand, like, wanting pets, as cats do.
I'll give her attention. Play with the water ball if she wants.
She enjoys it. And, there's just this nice moment of just enjoyment with this creature that has been very recently manifested, but it just feels like, I don't know, like a lifelong companion. And she seems to feel the same way. Shiima. Reading through the book that Vaxxus gave you, titled Bloody Siren. It's less of a book and just more of a detailed description and warning of an entity that exists. It reads like a "don't fuck with this" kind of thing. Kind of like a creepypasta, like, hey, don't do this thing, but I'm going to tell you how to do it anyway.
Yeah.
It talks of an entity known as Vesh, a god per se. Nobody really knows what her main motive is, but she seems to be very, very interested in marriage. Very interested in culminating individuals who love her, and to the point where these people will die for her, kill for her, spill blood in her name. And there's talk of profane, hedonistic rituals to delight her or draw her attention your way. Like, hey, I had a blood orgy for you. Look at me.
Notice me, senpai.
Individuals who are known to gain her favor or gain her attention don't tend to live long lives, as they all seem to meet very bloody ends. Make just for the fuck of it, make an investigation check.
The rabbit sitting on the window.
The rabbit.
Very happy. Investigation?
Yeah.
I'm not looking for something.
I know.
I'm looking for something in the book. 11.
11. Okay. The book talks about Vesh being, or at the very least her followers believing that she is a god, a goddess. Though not of the divines, not of the 12, not of the betrayers. She's something aloof, on her own, doing her own thing. Like the queen she is. But because of that, she has been known to grant powers to those who seek her blessings and her attention and her love. But as I said, these individuals do not live long. There are lots of speculations as to who she is, how old she is, what she really wants, where she comes from, what happens to those who cross her or fail to delight her, or what if she gets bored with a certain someone. But nothing set in stone. Just that she is dangerous, and you should avoid her. That's all.
Mention the white rabbit anyway, or any other creatures.
There's a lot of side scribbles that might mention something, but with an 11, that's all you manage to ascertain.
Yeah, I could have made up some stuff and put it in there.
Wait, what language was
Matrix
it?
has you.
Common. That's it for the book.
Does it look like it was just written by a random person? Does it have anybody's name on it, like an author or anything?
It does not. The book itself seems to be bound in a pale leather. The words seem to be written in red ink, thick, heavy, dark red ink. The paper is paper, but that's about it. Okay. Is there anything else?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Unless I think of something later. No.
Understood.
And then I want to work on attuning to something.
Not a problem.
Do you have a microphone?
Yeah, I didn't know it was there either until they pointed it out.
A evening of winding down and restful intent is had by all. Vaxxus.
Oh.
Something that would finally go first.
As you lay underneath your bed,
It's becoming my habit. Yeah.
with your covers over you as you try to drift off into sleep,
Yeah.
you hear tap tap tap, tap tap tap, tap tap tap.
I stumble out from under the bed and try to figure out where the sound's coming from.
Make a perception check.
I mean, the lights are off, but I should still be able to see.
You got dark vision. You're good.
You just roll out from under your bed.
Kinda, yeah.
Burrito roll with the blanket.
Yeah, start hopping around.
Your blanket kick.
13.
13. You hear the noise again as you stumble and look around. Tap, tap, tap. It's coming from the closed window. As something is tapping on the glass. And you're on the second floor.
Damn rabbit.
Don't these birds go to sleep around here? Listen, you'd better shoo, or I'm going to, and then I open the curtains.
As you open the curtains, it is dark outside. It's probably well into the night at this point.
Devil's Sight don't care.
Devil's Sight don't care. Honey Badger don't care.
And as you open the curtains, you are just met with a flash of this large, bloodied, pale, like bone-white pale face of a monster that is covered in various bits of blood, but it only lasts for a split second. Like a jump scare. Make another perception check.
I hate jump scares so much in real life. Perception check.
You say Vesh's name 3 times in the mirror?
Good thing I don't have a mirror in there. 15.
15. As I said, it lasts for just the briefest of moments, and you're like, what the fuck? And you see outside, and it is quiet. It is dark. There's only the blue lights of the electric light posts outside to light various streets and whatnot.
Oh, we have electric?
Yeah, this town has a basic electricity.
Okay.
Or flights.
Yeah. Your attention is drawn towards the river and the bridge that on that river. Sitting right in the middle of that bridge, staring in your direction, is a white rabbit. And it just stares at you for half a moment until it starts to hop in the direction of the forest. And it looks back at you. And it starts hopping again.
In the direction of the bed. Look back at it. Hop back to your bed.
What do you do?
Can I tell if I'm dreaming or not? I don't know what kind of roll I'd have to make for that.
Just roll a d20.
Roll a reality check.
Roll for meta.
Pray for major boobage.
Reality check, 7.
7. Hard to tell.
He's from the cat piss.
It's your one way ticket to midnight. Heavy metal.
What you doing?
His face.
I just go, fine. Hold on 1 second.
Jump out the window.
I think about jumping out the window to fly off, and then I quickly think to myself, I can't fly, so I'm going to take the long way out, walk downstairs, and make my way that way.
All right. As you're making your way out, there are some people in the tavern just cleaning up. There are servers and bussers wearing red robes. They're just cleaning tables absent-mindedly. Some are sweeping. And as you make your way out of the tavern, assuming towards the bridge,
Yeah.
You see that there are other just like city cleaners that are like picking up trash or sweeping the nearby entranceways of various establishments, picking up twigs, what have you, all wearing similar red robes. But you make your way to the bridge where you saw the white rabbit.
What the hell kind of city is this at night?
And you follow your eyeline across the bridge, trying to find the white rabbit, and you see it standing at the entrance of the forest path that you walked into not too very long ago with the rest of your companions to track down York. and it is pointed in your direction.
Psst. Hey, you, come here.
It's like a mile away.
Don't make me come over there. Hey, come here.
It looks at you, turns around, and enters the forest.
Damn it, why do I have to walk so far?
Walking across the bridge towards the pathway, there do not appear to be any guards guarding this entrance. Do you enter? By the way, you are walking a while. This is like 20 minutes.
The rabbit killed
So
the guards.
far.
Ate their corpses.
Bullshit ass dream if you walk for 30 minutes, man.
I figure I'm awake at this point. I'm kind of like, I can't believe I've had to walk this far in a regular dream. I make my way out there. I don't see anybody to stop me.
You follow the familiar trek into the forest.
It's like a trail of bodies up behind me.
Eventually, you come across the first encounter area where the forest opens up a little bit, and you see the various slain pseudo-dryads that were felled by you and your compatriots just some hours previously. And in front of one tree, you see sitting is the rabbit staring at you.
You made me walk out this far. Come on, my legs are tired. I'm not used to using them anymore.
The rabbit just gives a sideways glance to you, its ears flopping over to the side.
Oh, you can understand me. Don't give me that.
The rabbit hops behind the tree, and then you hear then you hear some rustling in the bushes, and you feel this wave of nausea and vertigo as you feel like you're just stumbling. Even though you're standing perfectly still, it feels less that you're moving and the world around you is moving. And you just shake your head a little bit, and as
I got a bed for this.
As you do, you come back, and the forest is changed. It almost looks as it did when the Feywild was incurring upon the forest earlier, which you stopped. The trees themselves were like, mighty brown oaks. They had turned to shades of blue, with the leaves turning almost like a golden color. And the ground you walk upon isn't round, and it's almost like sand, like a very, very beautiful green sand. And out from behind the tree, you see walking is this very beautiful, pale elven woman with long ears and a very, very short night dress. She doesn't look childish or naive the last time you saw her. Her eyes are locked on you, and they are stern, and her posture is just presents a more of a dignified look.
Okay.
I'm gonna change the music one more time.
Why? It was all spooky.
Still a little spooky.
It's good to see you again, Vaxxus.
Yes, likewise. You know you could make house calls. I'm sure there's a ladder I could have set up outside.
No trees big enough in town, I'm afraid. But that's okay. You made your way here, and you've done as I have asked. Thank you so very much.
What, was he stalking you or something? He seemed like he was pretty obsessed.
He was boring. I played with him for a while. But then you caught my eye, and I just couldn't stop thinking about you. He got jealous, started making problems. I don't like problems. I don't like when my toys make problems for me, Vaxxus.
I'm starting to understand that. I can't say I've ever had someone dressed like me before. That was the first.
It might not be the last. I have other toys that might be jealous of you.
I know we had an agreement, though, but I don't know how many toys you needed me to go through.
Oh, me neither.
I kind of think to myself, I don't know when this is going to end.
As you said, we had an agreement. And she walks towards you, one leg in front of the other. That kind of walk. And she puts her hand on your shoulder and whispers into your ear.
That's a little sore.
Brother Malmos. You wanted to know where he is, don't you?
More than anything.
And she lets go of your shoulder. I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. There is no such Brother Malmos here on Terra.
You mean this whole world we live in? Truly.
This whole world you live in, there is not a man, woman, or child who goes by that name.
I don't understand. This can't be right. I saw him. He exists. I wasn't drunk that day.
As she's walking around you, she quickly turns around and you see her eyes flash red. And make a strength check.
She got unique. Get the smell. Shit.
That is not good. That'd be 5.
Twitter paid.
She whips around, and as she does, 4 mighty vines from behind you grab you from your shoulders and your legs and pull you down to the floor.
Ooh, I've seen this movie.
And as you do, your head kind of hits the back of the back of your head hits the soft ground a little bit. It is made of sand, but then she steps on your chest.
Oh, this is new, I have to say.
And then she leans down on you with a grimace. Do you doubt my abilities?
No, I'm just...
Are you calling me a liar, Vaxxus?
I'm just confused.
Very well. The vines let go of you as she holds out her hand towards you.
I just reach up and take it so I can get back up.
She lifts you up. You asked me to find a man named Brother Malmos. There is no one by that name here on Terra. I don't know what that could mean. Could have been a fake name. It could be he's somewhere else.
Then I guess you've finished your end of the bargain. There's nothing more I could ask from you at this point.
I'll tell you what. Since you've done such an important favor for me, and she puts her hand behind her back, and she pulls out this small mote of light.
Where do you get your heels from? Those are pretty strong.
She's not wearing heels.
Oh, okay.
And this small mote of light is white with a red outline. This is the broken toy you gave me. I can give this back to you, or
If you allow me to keep it, I can do some more digging. Find out where your Malmos is hiding.
My gift to you, then. You make better use of it than I would.
You watch as in her hands she crumples around this mote of light, and you hear the voice of York just... And as she does, you see the veins in her hands bulge unnaturally for a moment, and then recede. Very well. I will look for him a little while longer.
Do you do squats? Because your legs are pretty strong.
Work ahead.
You're cute. Don't stop.
I'll get back to you. I need at least a little bit of sleep.
Very well. I'll be seeing you again. Soon.
I wouldn't doubt it for a minute.
One final word of warning. Of caution. And she leans in once again. Her, not necessarily towards your ear, more towards your face. As if she's leaning in to kiss you, but stops short. Tell your cat friend to butt out of our business.
I'll see what I can do. I hear they have 9 lives, but that might not be the case here.
Not when I'm through with her. Then she recedes back. Take care, Vaxxus, my beloved. And she long step dances her way towards the back of the tree, locks her fingers around it to give one last look at you as she disappears behind it. And as she does, the entirety of the forest, in a flash, goes back to normal.
Man, that's a long walk back. This night sucks.
I just make my way back to the tavern so I go to sleep.
Unimpeded and uninterrupted, you traverse back to the tavern. You find your way back to your room, and you curl up underneath your bed.
Before I do, I stop at one of the guys in the red robe and say,
Are you guys part of a cult or something? Because why are you all dressed the same?
You stop one of the random sweet sweepers, and they turn around.
Is it a special club or something?
The one you see is a human man, bald, and he just has this very vacant expression on his face. I am considered one of the nullified, and my service is to Venzer.
do I have any idea what the nullified is?
Make a history check.
Good. Nice one. Nice try, nerd. Not with that. 7.
7. You feel like you might have heard about them. A cautionary tale to what happens to certain mages when they break the law. What that entails, you're not exactly sure.
Okay.
Is my work not to your satisfaction?
Well, you missed a spot over there. I'll just walk away.
As you walk away, he says out loud, "Thank you very much," and makes his way over to the point where you pointed out.
What a weirdo.
You make your way back to the tavern, curling up underneath your bed. And it is difficult to fall back asleep, but you eventually do.
And eventually morning comes and y'all have a long rest.
Yay!
How
The day
long,
started 3 hours later.
how long does it take to make an infusion?
It happens immediately as you wake up,
Okay.
so.
So I don't have to worry about wasting it. I do need to attune to something though in the morning. So I will have to like stay in my room for an hour.
Surprised my noisy ass didn't wake anybody up leaving, but okay.
I only have 10 passive perception.
You said you didn't say you did anything noisy, you just walked down the hall.
I mean,
so.
I wear chainmail too.
I mean, there's other guests.
You were a chain, but it's like walking down the hallway with your keys in your pocket. Jingle, jangle.
Yeah, like we wouldn't know exactly who it was walking
Yeah.
down the hall, so.
Alright. Well, there goes Vax again to meet his booty call.
Probably
You think we
heading
can't
back
get
out
walking
to
through the
tavern
hallways at
drinks
night?
Yeah, I'm just sitting there
What's
walking
the
outside.
real walk of shame?
Kulkras is yelling out the window, get a room! We can hear you!
I have
Stop
to
chasing the damn thing and carry it.
I can finally change my spells.
Fuck yeah!
I want to punch
I don't
him.
even know what spells I need to use.
So,
Okay, so I have a question.
I have an answer.
Because I've been over here, looking at my stuff and getting things all organized. So I have the Dagger of Life Stealing.
Yes,
I already forgot where I got it from.
from York.
Right, okay.
Or
So
peppermint
I attuned to that, and then I have an infusion to do returning weapon. But on here, it won't let me make that dagger the one to return to me. It only lets me do a regular dagger. So I wanted to see if I could say that I'm doing the Dagger of Life Stealing as the returning weapon, or if it has to be just a plain dagger.
Infuse items. You're able to imbue mundane items with certain magical infusions. So the idea is you're taking a non-magical item and you're making it magical.
Okay. So since the life stealing one's not mundane, then I can't do it.
Correct.
Well, that's fine, because I could still just use my regular dagger. I just wanted to see if that was just a weird thing with D&D Beyond.
I'm almost surprised I didn't see Orlin on his dawn run. Hey Vaxxus, how's it going?
It wasn't
Tell
that
me I
early.
said hi.
It wasn't that early. This was probably around 11 p.m., maybe midnight.
That makes sense.
Right. I am going to try and get Kulkras up early to do some calisthenics.
Sure. How do you wake him up?
Just banging on the door.
Please don't
Kulkras!
wake me up. Do you even know which room he's in?
Yeah, I paid for it, but it seems so.
I mean, you paid for
Carpe
the room.
diem,
Do you know which one?
Carpe diem!
That Adonis belt isn't going to make itself.
And I just roll out of bed and just fall on the floor.
Cord belt? I guess it'd probably be cord belt in there, lingo.
Then I try.
I guess it'd probably be cord belt for the abs, not Adonis belt, because they don't
Sure.
have the Greek god.
And then I drag myself out of bed and go outside as well.
I've had those mornings.
That's every day.
You make your way out, and immediately you are met with the experience of morning exercises before breakfast.
I have a quick question for everybody. What's everybody's AC? Because I have an item that boosts AC by 1. It's a cloak. And I just want to know if I should give it to anybody.
Mine's 16. I probably have the lowest.
19 when I have my
16, provided
shield.
I don't put any clothes on.
Would a cloak count as... Well, no, you have to put no armor on.
Yeah, no armor. It's cloak counts
I
armor.
don't think a cloak
No,
counts as
it does
armor.
not.
But the braces of defense do.
That might be pretty good
No,
for
they are not armor.
Salic, since he's probably our best healer.
Yeah, I'm a
I'm a
healer.
barbarian or a
Probably
A barbarian and a monk can benefit from bracers of
It would boost me, but I
defense.
think I might have the highest in the group, so
What's yours?
19.
But if you wear them,
That's
you
without the
can't
shield,
wear
isn't it?
other armor.
That's 17 without
Otherwise,
the shield.
Oh,
things
yeah,
will
that's
fuck
still
up.
pretty good.
So I guess do you want that cloak then?
Yeah.
It's called the Cloak of Protection.
Plus I got my wolf cloak. Look tacky, I have 2 cloaks on.
And you have to attune to it, so you gotta put it in your...
You can say that you can do that
I see,
over
I got 2
breakfast.
trench coats on.
Which breakfast does come with your guys' room, so you don't have to pay for that.
If you had 2 hats.
But Vaxxus does have to pay for the 17 copper that other people have used for his tab.
Before I make...
I'm kidding.
Well, no, I was just
Maybe.
curious. 'Cause, I assume everybody's starting to wake up, so eventually wake up and
Jump out the window.
yeah, I go through the window.
Make a dex save.
Are you like literally jumping through the glass, or are you opening?
Well,
the
I'm
window
opening the window because I was so used to flying out of the window when I wake up. So. You said dex save?
Yep.
My favorite.
I know. It's my favorite,
He's never
too.
succeeded in one of these, ever.
Maybe once.
He did once.
How good is it 2?
Oh, wow.
How good is 4 points of bludgeoning damage?
Do you have any?
I've had worse.
It's a Sunday morning. What do you mean?
It's only the second floor. It's fine.
It's a beautiful morning.
It's a beautiful day in the...
At this point, it's just him. Ow.
As you're waking up out of bed, you also hear a loud thump and a somewhere outside.
Vax is up. It's me and Orlin outside, so
That's
it's
Which is
That's
funny
just
because
me.
Vax is down.
That's just me
I
talking to
like
myself
the-
in my room
Am
while
I-
I'm dealing with all my stuff.
Am I like the morning rooster now?
Now you are.
Come on, bro, sweat out that hangover. Do a lap with us.
You can't sweat it out. That's actual blood.
I try to humor him and get out to see if I can even keep up with him.
Make a con save.
Okay. Battle dice has been recommended. It could be worse. 13.
13.
Yeah.
You managed to trail behind a little bit, but you are able to maintain at least a pace, albeit like 40 feet behind Orlin and Kulkras. You're able to make a nice long lap around the town, which the town itself is like 2 miles wide. So, yeah. And you don't feel good at the end of it, but you feel something.
I finally catch up because I assume he's done right. I say,
Why do you do this every morning?
Nope, we laugh you on your left.
Don't you say it? Wait, are you still running?
That's just the first round.
Alright, I'm done with this.
I just walk back to the tavern.
Still got the morning face out, just...
One day there's going to be a zombie horde, and they're going to get you because you're in the back of the pack.
They'll think I'm one of them. Do you see how ugly I look?
During the morning, those who want to attune to their stuff over breakfast, you are free to do so.
While we're eating breakfast, I want to ask the bartender if I can buy 2 shots of plain alcohol for myself for the road.
She was doing shots in the morning.
I'm not drinking though. I'm gonna use 2 of my empty vials to put it.
Yeah, one of the female waitresses, a young human woman with braided brunette hair. Yes, of course. 2 shots, half a mug. That will be 2 coppers each, so 4 copper.
I walk in at this point and say,
It's still on his tab.
Is that why you never take... Are you a day drinker? Is that what this is?
Do you see me drinking this? And I put it on my little bandolier thing.
You're just saving it for later. That's smart.
Yes, I am saving it for later. That's true. Is it still on his tab, or is she asking me to pay?
I don't even know if I have
That's
a
up to you.
I guess I'll pay. How much was it?
4 copper.
4 copper.
The running joke continues.
I'll do that. But,
Only at night when you're drinking, so it's less suspicious.
yeah, like if I was actually going to drink it, I'd probably put it on his tab.
I feel like you're gonna pawn it off to some random guy. You're the one that's been putting this on my tab. I don't even know you, mister.
Can't see before my life, my friend.
You've been following us town after town, putting all your drinks on it.
It was the magician's monkey the whole time.
Eventually, you three make it back into the tavern and are met with a simple but protein-filled continental breakfast of ham, bacon, and brisket.
Wow.
And, coffee and orange juice for those who need it.
Not a single pig went to waste around here.
Nope. So,
should an elephant be a carnivore? Do I have the teeth for this?
I wish that there was.
Don't overthink it.
I wish that there was more options for vial of something.
Really?
So that I could, I can't just do a vial of alcohol or.
You can use the other possessions tab.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Other possessions?
Yeah, I have to write down quite a bit in there. There's no.
All the weird shit we carry?
Yeah, pretty much. That's almost.
So I just have to type
It's like a good third of my equipment right there is other.
How do I add stuff to my other possessions?
You could just free type it in the box.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. I had to click it to do it.
While that's going on, are you guys discussing anything over breakfast?
We get Jeffrey ready and head north.
Do you think they want some bacon too?
Wait, do we need to buy food?
I don't think they're bacon eaters. I can ask them though.
Where are we going?
Hey,
Langdale?
never hurts to
I
try.
feel as if we've been trapped in this town for some time.
So, do you have relatives or something in Langdale? You
Yes,
seem like
sir.
you were in quite the hurry to get there.
I have relatives everywhere.
We were
I've
going
never
to Langdale on a mission. There's people under a spell there.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah, but
But other reasons.
You're asking me questions I haven't thought about in 2 months, my friend.
I know that's why I told you hey, read up on who you are.
That's why I carry the stuff home and it's in my bag.
Just make it small talk. That's
Oh, you left it at home?
Yeah, it's
Oh, fuck.
small talks.
I'm like, hey, you want to grab my bag? He's like, huh, you don't want your bag, you want the tablet. And I don't see that. I'm like, bro, I asked for the bag.
Fuck.
It'd be that way.
Yeah, it does.
After I eat, I'm gonna get Jeffrey ready then. Mounted down the cart and everything.
Alright.
I'm going to attempt to talk to Saoirse using the ammo ring.
Alright. Where did you put the choker necklace on your body?
I put it on my trunk. I put it on my tusk.
Nice, classy. You affix this leather choker to your tusk, and it doesn't have any extra dangling embellishments. It's just a solid piece. And you lean down, and what do you say to Saoirse?
Can we talk?
Saoirse looks up at you, and her head just goes to the side.
Can you understand me?
To the side again.
Stop playing with me!
And then she just sticks her tongue out.
What is she?
Throw bacon
We're
at it.
we're gonna figure out how to talk to her at some point.
Roll for bacon damage.
Yeah, look, roll for high cholesterol. That will learn it.
She graciously chomps down on the bacon. And then
This is not over between the two of us.
as she's done eating, she looks up at you and starts panting, expecting more.
What have I done?
You're her best friend now.
Go talk to the horses.
Yeah.
It lasts for 10 minutes, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the horse and see if it works. That's all. I'm just trying to see if it works, man.
Yeah, bamboozled.
No wonder it was so cheap.
You follow Orlin to where the horses are. The horses have been very well cared for. along with
I hope so. It's only been a day.
Yeah. Along with your cart that does have your uncanvassed cart. They are there. What do you say to Jeffrey or Jeffrey?
Good morning, my friends. How goes your day?
And you see that they both look over to you, and you see that their mouths start to move, and you hear, speaking from them,
Oh, good morning. Yes, good morning.
By the 70 bucks.
Orlin, you just hear from Jeffrey and Jeffrey.
You can speak to him now too?
How do you know?
Because you're grunting at the horses.
Yeah, is he making horse sounds?
He's just literally
horse sounds.
Like, is he talking at horse?
Coming out my trunk.
Whew. I will leave that up to you. Are you making horse sounds, but you're thinking what you want to say to them, or are you just speaking to them?
Yes.
He's making horse sounds to the horses.
In my version of the spell, I just speak to them.
Are you stomping a leg for counting?
It's for authenticity. I bought a ring, a choker, from the shopkeep, and it seems to work.
That's great.
I've never heard other animals speak. It's delightful.
They're excellent conversationalists. The spiders, not so much.
We hear you speak all the time. Sounds like noise, but not right now. It's nice.
Oh, you have a nice voice, too. I'm glad to hear it. What about your friend? How is your friend?
Oh, I sound kind of the same. Just a little forced.
They are brothers,
Jeffrey,
right?
so
Is there anything I could grab for you in particular this morning?
You got any of those sweet cubes?
Oh, I could see what I can find. Don't expect me to always talk to you. It's kind of wishy-washy. The way this bracelet works.
I understand.
I'm glad you do. I give the horse a hug.
No.
Jeffrey and Jeffrey. What the hell's a bracelet?
Oh no, man, we wear shoes.
I go find
Clearly we don't. What's a shoe?
the thing that the horses have so that their nails don't,
I know.
They don't. Or do they?
The iron on my foot.
So do you go out in search of
course I do.
sugar cubes? Alright. You find some being sold at Pie's candy shop. You can get 12 for 5 copper.
How many can I get for a gold piece?
Yeah.
More than what she currently has in
60.
stock.
Oh, okay. I'll get the 12 for the copper piece. How many coppers?
240.
10, yeah.
10?
No, 100.
100 copper for one gold?
100 copper for 1 gold.
Oh, right.
10 copper
Silver
for 1 silver.
Cover, you're right. Yeah, it's 10 to 10 to 10 to 10 for all of them.
And I throw in a lectrum just to fuck with people.
Yeah, we're not using that. We don't do that here.
I think it's 5 silver.
It's either 5 silver or 5 gold.
No, it's
Yeah.
5 silver.
Okay.
You must use that in the chaos dimension or something.
Welcome to Pandemonium, where we only deal in electro.
Shit. Yeah, because if you tap on your currency, it'll say platinum equals 10 gold pieces, gold equals 10 silver pieces, electrum equals 5 silver pieces.
So you guys start making your way out?
Yep.
Okay. Everyone's back at the cart. Sugar cubes in tow. Who is helming? Who's driving? I guess.
I will, unless anybody else wants to.
You're typically the best driver.
I
for
need
the
to be
job.
in the back.
My animal
crafting
handling is
potions.
crap.
All right. You all load up on the cart and you make your way up. You can either cross the bridge and head towards Langdale. Well, yeah, you would have to because that's where it is. So you take your time crossing over the bridge over the Arcane Serpent, and as you guys are crossing, leaning against the bridge is a familiar, finely dressed tiefling. It is Klaus. Ah, so I see you guys are heading out.
Job number 2.
I see you got that gift I left you.
I did. I appreciate it. I was a little overwhelmed at the moment.
Not every start is a gracious one, but you learn from it. Best of luck out there. House Eldridge will have its eye on you. Take care, Fist. And he comes off of the. He stops a little, leaning, and starts to walk away.
It's as if the rest of us weren't here.
I mean, he like acknowledges you guys as he leaves, but yeah, sorry, I didn't preface that. The wagon goes across the bridge, and you guys head westwards towards Langdale. The gates of Venzer's northern side open up to you, and you start making your way westward with the Von Rose Forest to your right. It is a 2-day trip to Langdale. What do you guys want to do or discuss on your way there?
I'm going to start making my first healing potion.
Okay.
For 8 hours.
8 hours go by.
I'm going to be popping open corks, mixing things, using, I don't know, sticks to mix stuff. Whatever.
Not a problem.
Chicken files, mixing stuff.
Using mortar and pestle to turn the dried herbs into more of a powder, mixing it with some water, and putting it under a small burner just to make sure that everything mixes properly. Just over and over again, just like refining and refining and refining. All the while there's like a gentle wind that passes over the northern side where you guys are, and 8 hours later, a healing potion has been crafted.
Say, Shiima, I see you're busy, but could I borrow a piece of paper?
I only have one.
You only have one single piece of paper.
Yes, I do only have one single piece of paper. What do you need it for?
But you have all those books. How do you only have a single sheet?
Books have words written on them.
Every single page?
Yes. They're books.
That is incredible.
I mean, are there any books that I have that have just that one blank page at the front?
For notes?
I'll say the book that he handed you the other day, Bloody Siren, it definitely does.
Oh, that one has blank pages?
Sure. It's got a blank page in the front and a blank page in the back.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense to me.
What do you need it for?
Maybe I could just borrow the Vesh book. I'll give it back to you.
What do you need it for? Again. What do you need?
I'd rather not say out loud. It might be better, safer that way.
I message him, and I say, what do you need it for?
So, I think Vesh wants to kill you if you don't, stop snooping on her.
It's funny how easily you told me. I thought you still weren't going to tell me.
Well, it's because if it's mental, it's not actually out loud.
You do realize that message is a verbal spell.
Yeah, but again, it's like I'm just repeating the question out loud to him.
It's still a walkie-talkie thing. Not a...
Oh.
I don't care if they heard me repeat the question again.
You're whispering it, essentially.
Well, I can say it as loud as I want.
Well, no,
yeah.
All you hear is me sitting there saying, what do you want it for?
Oh, no, I thought it was a mental thing.
Well, when you reply, it's mental.
Yeah, well, that's you were talking to me, so I was just replying mentally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they wouldn't hear his response.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
So you said-
I think she wants to kill you. You're doing too much snooping. She told me herself, and she kind of kicked me. It hurt a little bit.
And that's why you want a piece of paper?
I wanted to write it down to tell you so I didn't have to say it out loud. Damn it! That's fine. You go about your business, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Yes. I'm not gonna say anything out loud that would, like, let anybody know what we were talking about, so I'm just gonna brush him off and keep doing what I'm doing. But you know that I was listening.
Kulkras, as you were just staring at them, you're just like, the fuck are they talking about?
I want to be part of this club.
Do I notice any facial change in her as he responds mentally? I think she wants to kill you.
I mean, the whole time I'm still just, like, mixing potion stuff.
But it's still like a very jaunting thing, just like, what do you need the paper for? Yeah, my lady wants to kill you.
Make an insight check. Sure.
What I can do, like, it's not...
What?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter, you rolled a 1.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
That was part of that bet.
The first to get the can.
He wasn't.
Boo, you're no fun. Boo.
I don't give a damn. I didn't want it in the beginning.
Man, he was ready with it too. He's like,
Another one?
That shit out of here.
Is it nice weather out?
Oh,
Perfect.
make
for one.
a.
I hate
I mean, it is nice. It is a
It's as
bit
strange as that
windy.
popcorn, not a chance in hell.
Make a nature check.
Seven.
7. I mean, it does look a little bit cloudy. Slightly cloudier than usual, but as I said, it's a nice breeze. Yeah, I believe it's the end of summer.
Oh,
We were at the change of season and I forget what it was.
We're on the 21st finally. Yeah, it's the first day of summer.
Yeah, okay, so my bad. It is the first day of summer, so
We're finally
poor
on the
third.
21st.
it does feel nice out.
It's so hot.
It is hot out.
Whenever we stop for like lunch or any kind of breaks, I'm going to see if I can get everybody not making a potion to go to the river, and we're going to practice some water ball plays.
Yeah!
That's fine with me. I'm not interested in this one.
I'll go to watch, and the first thing I'll say is, "How did you get another one of those?"
What do you want to Eldritch Blast this one?
No, you've earned that one.
So who's playing water ball?
I mean, the two champs gotta play.
Are we really going to act out water ball now?
Just make athletics rolls.
I jump into the water and I swim off with my newfound water speed.
Oh, that's right.
How is that elephant so fast?
Pass the corn.
No!
I do the whole thing. or just-
For the audience who doesn't
I still
know,
want some though.
we had made a
You at
small
least have to
bet.
taste it. We'll
Yeah, we still.
We
so
we
don't
have
worry.
we have this Japanese can of corn.
Pop.
My
We
camera.
can hold it up for the camera.
Yeah, and
Corn soup.
whoever rolls a natural one
Who's in the
gets
bet?
to drink it. Who's in the bet?
They
gets
gotta
to
try it
drink
first. You have to try it first. I want to try something now.
I do want to try something.
There's glasses or something.
We could try it after.
I don't want to put it in a glass.
Just
I don't
tastes
wanna
like regular whole kernel
Does
Shake
it
it a little
smell
bit.
like
I did.
corn?
Uh,
Does it smell like corn?
do the facial expressions. That's not
It's actually
bad.
not bad.
Should we put it back here
This
so it
way.
doesn't spill?
I mean, I want someone
Yeah, but
whenever
we
you guys
might, we
are
have
done.
chances to roll natural
Well, I wanna-
ones still, right?
It's open. It's open.
It's open.
Clarence wants it
I
now.
would. No!
But I thought we were gonna go. To
Give baby his
Ah,
bottle.
fine. I'll
If
roll a
you
one
really
later.
want to, you
I'll-
still have
I'll-
a chance to roll plenty. Of
I will
natural
roll a one
ones.
later. I
We'll
always
give you
will.
another gummy.
I'll wait and see if I roll a one because then it's more interesting.
Is it bad?
Does it taste like corn?
Yeah.
It literally tastes the same
however you imagine it would taste, exactly how it tastes.
It's very much an I don't know what I expected moment.
Bring it my way. Bring it my way.
You want some?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It tastes exactly how you would think it tastes.
It's not chunky or anything, right?
No, it's pretty thick. Just chose a corn. I'm tuning some corn right now.
It just tastes like whole kernel corn with the water's a little thicker than the canned stuff.
Like it's just blended corn, basically.
I don't know what I expected, right?
Yeah. It's corn.
Corn again.
Corn soup in a can.
More corn.
I'll try some later.
So how doth your water ball go?
If the body can't digest corn, how are we going to pass
My total is 10, but it's still an extra 1.
What was your athletics roll?
Mine?
Yeah.
One thing I'm good at.
That's a bummer.
I have a +9 to it.
For athletics?
Yeah.
Let's balance your strength.
11.
22.
Nice.
Oh.
It must
Is it like you two against
It's like a
you two or
+7.
something?
You're like hitting the ball back to yourself. You're like hitting it, and then you're like going over the other side. And then
So, for whatever reason, Orlin, who's like this,
immediately face plants in the water.
he is really into. He's always into like the sports element
Oh,
of
yeah,
life.
Do you take off all your armor and stuff too?
You do, and as you do, you unfortunately as you're going in there, something happens, and like you step on a sea urchin essentially. Something
poisonous.
happens, your leg cramps up, and you're just like, oh, I'm out.
All that working
I'm out.
out, but you didn't stretch first.
Didn't hydrate properly.
You end up having to like remove yourself.
I spike him.
and
I spike
just
him in the face.
easy enough to happen.
Just don't lose the ball.
And then it's just Salic and Kulkras playing for about a half hour, with Kulkras just dominating
Because I'm freaking jacked.
Damn strength check.
2-1.
Or the dex checks. Where they at though?
Not here. But it is a nice, just a distraction of the day. Oh, the front nine?
Yeah. Wait, where are we?
You guys are between
Oh.
Venzer and Langdale.
Yeah, we're on our way to Langdale.
Making away to Langdale.
Middle of the map, upper little area.
Oh yeah. Does anyone else want to do anything else for the 2-day journey? Do, talk, look.
Off and on, I'm gonna take one of those stones my dad Kazul gave me, and I'm just gonna like start holding them on my head to see if they work.
All right. You take one of these curse removing purification stones, and you hold it up to your temple.
Are you doing that in the cart?
Yes.
And you hold it up to your temple, and you concentrate, and you push it into your temple.
What are you
Hard.
doing? What are you doing, Vaxxus?
Can I tell what he's doing?
I'm trying to see if these work.
Your dad, Dr. Oz?
What?
What is that?
How would you know if they worked? What are they?
What is that? What are you doing?
They're supposed to remove curses. I feel like
You're
And what
cursed?
curse do
What?
you have?
it's like you haven't looked at me. You haven't.
I
seen
want
me.
you to say it out loud. That's all.
Do you even know what curse you have?
Where would I even start?
Did it work?
With the alphabetical order. That's where you could start. Which curses
I
do
need
you
an
have?
itemized list of all your curses.
I drink and my intelligence is average at best. What do you mean alphabetical, my problems?
That doesn't sound like a curse. That sounds more like an affliction to alcohol.
I didn't always
Sure,
drink.
not just talk over.
Most alcoholics don't drink until it becomes a problem.
Well, we could start with the fact that I'm not good at anything.
You know spells.
You're good at not flying.
Not many people can even do magic. And she's right.
And this one thinks she's funny. She thinks it'd be funny if she didn't have an eye or an arm, perhaps.
I have seen
At
no
one
one
point
take
in
a
her life.
fall like you and get back up every day. The way you try to fly, it's inspiring.
I thought it was funny.
You're inspired by my willingness to fail over and over again. Is that what I'm hearing?
Which is more inspiring than someone who succeeds. The person who wins gets bored. The person who fails gets frustrated, but inspired. Hopefully.
I will keep that in mind, but you don't need to hear about all my problems unless you're that bored.
We have 2 days.
Did
Of
it
course
look
I'm
like
that
the rock
bored.
thing did anything to him? Like, did it sparkle?
Make
Did
a
it
make a
change
perception
or
check.
anything?
He's gonna ask him, did it work?
I don't know.
Did it work?
Do we all know about his bunny honey?
11.
11. As he removes the, you stare at the stone while he's doing it, looking for any sense of like shimmer, sparks, something that shows, hey, this stone is doing something to him. And whenever he removes it from his temple to talk to you, you see a little red mark on his forehead as he's been pressing it into his head for like the X amount of minutes. That's it.
I think your dad just gave you a rock.
Still better than anything I've gotten from the rest of you.
Haven't I given you, like, healing potions and stuff?
No, you haven't.
I will pull this card over.
I don't remember.
Not
I
again.
honestly don't remember because it's
But
been
I'm not
so long.
trying to argue with you. I'm trying to ignore you all, but that's not working either.
You can't ignore us. We're on the same card.
I know, it's impossible. Literally impossible.
So then why
Do we need
try?
to build little, like, bedrooms in the cart?
Cart's like 5
I know,
feet
but we
wide.
can still, we can still just
I'm
build
literally,
some
I'm literally
walls.
going to say, you know what, fine. I'm going to my room, and I'm literally going to turn around in the car.
I'm surprised you're not going to walk again like you did that other time.
I've done my fair share of walking.
Matter of fact,
already.
are the furred creatures in the wagon kicking off extra body heat during this hot summer day?
Probably.
I'm used to the heat.
I'm
so
not.
I am-
It's fucking
I am
hot.
loving it.
Is this,
It is hot.
how's that
This is
smell of
much
horse poop
better
hitting
than
us?
that
As
fake
we're going?
winter place.
Somebody
Second.
How's that
skewer.
smell of horse poop hitting us?
I mean,
That's just my armpit.
I mean,
It's-
they poop and then we roll over it. So
Yeah.
like, it's in the background. It's off.
Well, then it's following us because if it's... If
It's
we're
It's on
stinks.
the wheel.
I mean, it
We
doesn't.
broke the seal.
The cart isn't turning a whole bunch for the wheels to pick it up, and if
Yeah,
by
the horses
some
just
miracle,
poop and then we roll over it and it's gone.
and if by some miracle it does, it doesn't stay on for very long.
You guys were staring at each other for a long time. What was that about?
I mean, I wasn't staring. He was staring at me.
We were having a staring contest, and she won.
I was doing
Kulkras,
my potion.
it is rude to infer such things, and even if they are interested, what business is it to you? They are consensual adults.
Oh, okay.
She's too
Let
tall. and
Let
too
the
furry.
devil and the cat have their frolicking.
We're most certainly not wrong.
who are
I
we
do
to
not
stand
want
in their
frolic
way?
with him.
Who are we to judge them? Leave them be.
I wasn't judging. I
Leave
was
them
asking.
be.
She's like that
Go on.
ant that's no fun at all.
Go. As a
Don't
matter,
worry
I will
about
give you some room. I will give you some room. Go on and swoon. Don't mind me.
He's already like looking in the corner, right?
it. You're lucky I have no more taffy.
You?
If you had taffy, it would be melted right now.
If you had taffy, you'd be sharing it, and not with me.
Oh yes, I would
don't-
be
I
sharing
don't think
it.
you'd be sharing.
I have
Yes, you
peppermints
would.
if
Look at
anybody
him.
wants one.
It doesn't look like the face of somebody who would hide something from
Have
everybody
taffy?
else.
I have peppermints.
Is it,
What'd
is
you
it melty?
I don't know, is it?
Is it all melty and like sticky and stuff?
No, it's wrapped in wax paper. It should be fine.
We're all just sitting there arguing and
Yeah,
ranting
you're
in the
over there
back, and
like,
then Orlin's like, "You guys having fun?"
yeah, you're like
Kids want some
crinkling
candy?
and wrapping it and dropping them in your mouth.
These mints taste like jerk.
Yeah, both in the same pocket.
Minty beer.
I forgot to actually click long rest.
Oh no.
fine because I think I was at full health everything already.
Assuming that's the end of my mints.
Nothing
I don't know
really
how
would
many I
change.
had.
We're having to pull over in camp soon.
We are going to pull over in camp.
It's
I have
only
early
been-
morning.
It's only been 8 hours, right? Well, because I finished my potion.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, this shit. It's the best.
Wait, hold on.
You can travel for another 8 hours, then pull over and rest.
Yeah.
It's almost 1 o'clock, and I probably should go staff early.
Understood. So we can fast track it. 8 hours, another 8 hours pass, so that's another healing potion made, should you choose.
Yeah.
A long rest is had while various members are keeping watch.
For the second day, when I get up, I want Saoirse to be the beast of the air. And her form is the same color pattern, but she's like a cat size, a house cat size, not a Shiima size cat. Little dragon.
Alright.
I've been totally chatting up with the horses randomly throughout the 2 days.
Okay.
Unapologetically.
Not a whole lot to say with Jeffrey and Jeffrey. They talk about the weather. They like seeing new lands and new places. Arbington was nice and the people were kind to them, but they just wanted to see what was outside of their confined spaces. They were told that, like, oh yeah, you're gonna be a riding horse. We're gonna sell you to merchants or someone, and it'll be your job, your duty to take them to where they need to go. Various lands, distant lands. You're gonna see so many things while you're out there. And so far, they have been seeing very interesting places, very interesting things. They were a little freaked out by the harpy attack. But they were trained to, like, stand their ground and to not be afraid of such things.
No,
Are there
Jeffrey's
magical
back.
horses?
They talk about, like, oh, well, we think there are, but we haven't seen any. Kind of like horse folklore about, like, oh, yeah, there's horses that fly, or there's horses that have magic.
I'm so into horse folklore right now. I want to hear all the stories in the 10 minutes of the 30 minutes of every day I got.
They tell, like, a young...
Is that the next book they come out with the BoJack Horseman race?
It's like a Pony versus Clydesdale, David and Goliath's story, and once it gets to the climax, your last charge runs out, and then it just goes back to.
Whoa, wait.
It's so good.
It's like you're missing the peak of the soap opera, and then it just cuts out.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. That goes on and on for the next few
I want to
days.
make it like a series of cues so that when we make certain sounds, the horses know what we want them to do.
Okay.
I could talk with everybody else about that so we can like be on the same page.
The next day goes by.
We won't even need reins after a while. They'll just go.
The next day goes by, and it's relatively kind. For the next 8 hours, should you want to make another health potion, you may feel free to do so.
I'm putting the stones on my head again.
Alright. As you continue to travel westward, winding down on the last few hours of the day, it's probably 3 or 4 hours until sunset. Orlin, make a perception check.
Since I'm done with my potion
9.
making, I'm going to be watching out the back of the cart too.
Make a perception check. 9.
9.
Alright.
Oh, good. Quite high. 22.
22.
Yeah.
Eyes wide open.
For the next 6 or so hours of the journey that you have to pay attention to the space around you. And the space is very, very nice. The river itself seems to shift from that quarter of a mile long to, first it stretches out and then it goes back, it stretches out and goes back as the hours roll on. The mountainside gets, a little bit jaggedier and more rural, more untouched by man, so to speak. Keeping an eye out for any white rabbits that should not be there. You do not spy any. Orlin, as you guys are traveling towards Langdale, over to the right, closer to the forest, you see these very, very small stone walls. They're about waist high. That seem to make something of an enclosure. And inside this enclosure, you see other small stone-like pillars that only come up to a few feet, if any. Some are just stone sticks. Others are flat and curved. And somewhere along this outer stone enclosure, there is a open, kind of just opening in the wind, rusted gate.
We got something over there. Graveyard, maybe?
I don't see that though.
You're looking at the back of the cart. This is up ahead.
Have I
Her turning around, you do see it, and
have I ever made my way to Langdale this way?
you have not. Langdale is a relatively new settlement. It's only about 5 years old.
Okay.
But looking at this structure, it does seem to be a cemetery.
I have to depart. Unless I get 4 hours of sleep and be sad in the morning.
I understand. Thank you very much for stopping by.
I will be back the next time. I won't be absent. Knock on wood.
All right. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Guy, is that when we have the staff D&D?
No, because that's when you said that we might. We'll have to let them know about 2 weeks from now. I think we were going to.
I thought I said the first date was fine, but not the second date, because I was going to wait to see what we did.
Yeah, the 19th should be next Saturday, which we won't be.
What is the winner of the Japan crates this time?
The next Saturday is the
We should
Okay,
list winners
the 12th is
of the Japan crates
No.
when we eat them.
Yeah.
We should list winners.
Oh, like rank this stuff?
Yeah, there's clear winners and clear losers when we eat that shit. Clear.
Nothing was amazing.
Right?
Most of it was okay.
Oh, I like the little...
But not great.
I mean, these things were good because they already taste like something I know.
There's a
monster
few
cookies?
diamonds in the rough, for sure, but
All the sugar candy is just sugar candy, like all the other sugar candy.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like any American sugar candy, hey, this is 20 different kinds of caramel, 20 different kinds of chocolate, 20 different kinds of just sugar. Japan is no different, I guess.
No, they're different.
I mean, yeah, they are, but
Like the chips, those were not that great this time.
did you want to take some
Chips
pizza
and
with
chips,
you?
kind
I
of.
like
Oh,
them. I like them. So the Saturdays this month are the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th. The 19th is when we have the staff D&D
This will
game.
be edited.
And I said I'm keeping the 26th open in case we wanted to do this one.
Oh, I think that.
Get all the bottles
Yeah.
so I don't leave them.
2 Saturdays from now would be the 19th.
Yeah.
But that's when we have the staff game.
So you either have to
So
do
the 12th or the 26th.
Yeah. 12th is coming
The
up.
12th is... Oh no, the 13th is...
Not to play.
Yeah, the 12th is this upcoming Saturday.
I mean, the Super Bowl isn't all day.
That's the 13th though.
Oh, 13th.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping out. Sorry we went kind of late.
It happened.
My days were completely off because I would prefer to have it on a Saturday that I'm off.
Thanks for coming, big guy.
If I didn't have to assist my sister in moving, I would have stayed, but snowstorms really thwart plans, you know?
Yeah.
Is there supposed to be another one this weekend?
Well, no, it's we were supposed to be moving her all of last week.
Last week.
But for the past 2 days, couldn't do it because snow.
Yep.
we pretty much couldn't get out of the driveway for 2 days, so at least one day anyway.
I did not want to go to work. I wasn't even trying. Waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning and seeing everyone else getting stuck in the snow, that's a sign, man. I'm not going to try. If an SUV got stuck, the fuck choice I got? The fuck chance I got? I call work, they're like, everybody else showed up, well, I'm not everybody else, so everybody's stuck. Missing anything? That's my wallet. That's my phone. That sounds like my key. That's this. That. I think I did what I was supposed to do. Alright, you guys.
See ya.
I will see you on next time.
Take it easy, big guy.
Thank you very much. Drive safe and stay warm.
What time did you want to go help your sister move?
So the earliest you can pick up the U-Haul is 9 a.m.
Okay.
So around like 8:50, 8:40, I'll leave the house.
Did she already have the U-Haul?
Just
reserved?
remind me. I'll probably come help you.
She already got the U-Haul, I guess.
Like she reserved it for 9 a.m. Oh, okay.
It's not like she only needs like a small U-Haul.
Yeah, but still, they might still have them all taken if she didn't have it reserved.
If that's the case, then.
So, but if she has it reserved, she shouldn't have an issue.
Flatbed truck. You have to make like 5, 7 trips instead of one.
Worst case scenario, they may send you to a different U-Haul place to pick up
They
a
might
vehicle.
be like, go to the U-Haul in this city and pick up a U-Haul there.
The only one I can think of is there's one on 30.
There's 2 of them on 30.
Oh, is there? Okay.
And I can't imagine a small trailer being rented out, especially during this winter hour right now.
We need to ship all this snow elsewhere. Just take stuff from somewhere else.
Yeah, let's push the snow somewhere else.
Toodaloo.
Alright, man.
We'll message when the next session is. Which?
26th.
26.
Unless you're on to the
We
12th.
gotta wait a whole nother month again.
Which is coming up Saturday.
Unless we do it next Saturday.
I am down to do it next Saturday if you guys are.
Again.
Yeah.
You don't have work, right?
Not on Saturday.
Good for
I work
Saturday.
Sunday.
It's the 12th?
The 12th.
Kids' tickets are just $10.
We'll just have to check the weather and stuff too and make sure there's not going to be a snowstorm next weekend.
Yeah. And then after the 12th will be the 26th, which is 2 weeks after.
Surprised winter showed up February, pretty much.
Guy, do you work the 26th? Do you work the 12th?
Yes. Because my Saturdays are every other.
Okay.
What time
Are
do you
you
work
down with...
Yeah, it just makes setup easier, but
Okay.
we can
Yeah,
follow
if you show up and then start getting it set up, I mean, we usually start a little late anyway. It should be alright.
If you don't want to make a shepherd's pie that week,
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to. That's the other reason. I can't cook anything.
Yeah.
We could just ask if somebody else wants to switch with you and then you get it the next time.
I can do pizza again.
We could just go out of order slightly. That shouldn't be a problem, you know?
But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we got 7 days to figure that out.
Yeah.
Alright. I only had a little bit to go, so shall we?
Yeah.
Quick edit there. Yeah, we had to edit. We had to airbrush Clarence out.
Hey, we bet. So we see this.
You killed Salic, how could you?
Rocks fall, Salic dies.
Dang again.
It was an open field. How could we not?
Yes, if you guys want to, did you guys want to stop the cart and check it out, or did you want to just drive past
Well,
it?
how far ahead of us is it?
It's about like 100 feet ahead. 100 feet ahead and to the right.
As we're going toward it, is there any kind of building, or is it literally just a cemetery?
With that perception check of 23, you do not see another building that's like nearby it. You do see just way further down the road. You do see semblances of what could be considered a town. Just like large walls. It's a flat plain for the most part, so you're able to see it.
So that
So
could be
you-
Langdale then.
Yeah. It's still like 4-ish hours away.
But we see it from 4 hours away?
Yeah.
What?
Depends on how big a building is in there.
It's
He said from far off we see a town. Like, are we up on a hill and we can see it like
You can
down
see
the
Chicago
mountain or
from
something?
Lake Michigan.
yeah.
I guess.
It's true.
Yeah, it's faint, but you rolled a 23. You rolled a 23, so you can see it. Everyone else, that's a
Langdale's got skyscrapers.
Huh?
There's no fog or anything, so it's a nice clear
Brand
day.
new, but it's the most high-tech city.
It's middle of the day.
It's nearing the end of the day, so kind of hard to tell.
We have the airships.
It's kind of hard to tell if there's fog.
Sure.
Near you? No, there's no fog.
Okay.
I'm bored, so I'll get out of the cart and walk my way over there.
For 4 miles.
Well,
Or
I mean,
cemetery.
to the cemetery. Since
Yeah.
we're almost right there.
I'm gonna get with him.
Alright.
I don't see a need to get out of the cart, so I'm just gonna watch from the cart, I guess.
Salic does his to Jeffrey and Jeffrey, trying to like teach him. Okay, we are stopping now.
Was him and Orlin in the front?
Yeah.
Were they driving?
Sure.
Okay.
Kulkras, what are you up to?
I guess I'll go to the cemetery.
All right.
Is Salic going to the cemetery?
Nah, he's just hanging.
Me and him are gonna hang with the cart.
Sure.
Alright. I'll be in the back of the cart, Salic's in the front of the cart.
All right. Vaxxus, Orlin, and Kulkras, you make your and Saoirse. Make your way over to the to this cemetery kind of a place. It looks fairly new.
Is there anything legible on the gate? You said it was rusted, though.
It was open.
The gate is open.
Okay.
But if you want to make a perception check for any signage, go right ahead.
Signage on a cemetery.
Not good. 3.
3. I mean, the stonework itself does seem recent, but the grounds don't seem to be very well kept. So there is like bits of overgrowth here and there, especially on the outside, not on the inside as much. Maybe just a little shaggy, but not too bad. You do not notice any signage, unfortunately. Orlin notices a sign.
Oh, was I supposed to roll too?
No, he just has a higher passive perception.
What's his sign?
My passive perception's 13.
Okay, so it's mine.
Okay. That's fair.
Do I see a sign from the cart?
Yeah. You can't read it,
What are you
but
looking
you
for? It's right
notice
there.
it.
It'd be funny, like, everybody else sees it but me, and I'm like...
Yeah, you're actively looking for it.
What's your passive?
10.
Okay, I was going to say mine's 10 too, so I guess I don't see it.
It does just say Langdale Cemetery. Nothing
Kind of
too
a ways
fancy
off
about
for a
it.
cemetery, isn't it? Is this normal?
Depends. Some places keep their cemeteries close to town, others a little bit further out, and
It's like a superstitious type of thing.
some people think it's a superstitious thing. Other peoples believe that the further you build out, the more you think that either your town is going to expand and eventually catch up to wherever you built the cemetery, or the cemetery is going to expand out and meet the town. It's just a preference choice, and it differs from town
We're going to have a
to
lot of dead people.
And this is a fairly small cemetery. There's probably only 20 headstones here. Like I said, the town itself is only 5 years old. Not a lot of opportunity for people to die, presumably.
It's
a fairly small window.
I'll just make a pass around some of the headstones to see if I recognize any names.
Sure, make a perception check. And I would also like to ask both of you to make perception checks as well.
14.
That's better. Uh, 16.
Also 16.
12. Okay. Keeping an eye out for any shenanigans. You guys take some cursory glances over at the headstones. None of the names seem recognizable. However, you can't help but notice that every now and then you see a number of these plots are empty. They seem to have a lot of dirt just on the side. It looks like a lot of these... it seems that there has been some digging going on. And you count out at least 12 have been dug up.
Do they have headstones?
They do.
Do the headstones look old or new?
I mean, everything looks relatively new.
Well, does it look like they were just placed, like something's going to fill it, or does it look like they've been here?
They range. So some are exactly 5 years old. Some are probably like the newest. I would say is within 8 or 9 months.
Does it look like they're dug out to put somebody in, or dug out like something got out of it, or somebody like took something out of it?
Do you want to get a closer look at one of these?
Sure.
How close?
Sure. Close enough. I don't know, right in front of it. Why not?
Standing over one of the...
shout from the cart, like, are you guys messing with their graves? That's disrespectful.
No, I'm not that much of a scumbag.
Well, then what are you doing?
Me and Guy got kicked out of a cemetery before.
Wait, what?
To be fair, your neighbor's an asshole, though. Or Melissa's neighbor's an
Yeah, it's
asshole.
Melissa's.
I can't wait to hear that story when the stream ends.
Okay. Amazing.
So, you look over the headstone and into what would be assumed is the grave, and you do spot a simple pine wooden coffin that seems to be broken open, and the coffin itself is only like halfway dug. So, from like what would be perceived as the waist down is still covered in dirt all the way to the top. It seems that whatever was digging was mostly just concerned with the waist or the sternum up. The coffin is broken open, and yes.
Is the coffin broken open going down or coming up?
Make a perception or investigation check, your choice.
I'll do investigation. Even though I actually have to touch it.
Investigation means you're touching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting down the hole.
He's gonna have to.
A little bit. 18.
18.
Yeah.
Jumping down into the hole. 6-foot hole. To get a closer look, it does look like this was broken into from the outside.
Okay.
However, you do notice that the body of whomever this is still there. However, their head is missing. And with what you rolled, you do see that the jaw or jawbone, it's a jawbone. It's a jaw with bits of flesh still on it. That was left behind.
Oh, so like their lower jaw, you mean?
Yeah, the
So I was about to say, you just
jaw.
said their head's missing.
Sorry, yeah, the
Okay.
head's missing, but the lower jaw is still there, just like absent-mindedly. And you also see around the neck area has sprouted this weird fungus-looking thing that's growing out of the neck.
I'm gonna relay the information to Kulkras and Orlin and say, something's not right here. These grave robbers weren't stealing the entire bodies, and it appears something unnatural might have killed these people too. I think it best we leave.
This is straight heresy. If these cultists are involved in this, I'm going to punch their leader right in the face.
I would be welcome to that. That sounds like fun. I just need a hand to get out of here, and I start reaching for somebody's hand.
I'll help him up.
Slap him.
As you reach your hand out of the grave, you feel on your leg a grasp. And you look down, and it's just your imagination. Kulkras pulls you out of the grave.
My imagination, you almost had me there.
Roll for reality check again.
I'm not good at those. It's gonna be
And
rough.
then we wake up, and you guys are back at the inn. It's been all during
What a
this.
twist!
No. I gotta remake my potion.
As I must dream you.
As I pull him out, I go, that was close. It was reaching for you.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure. Make a deception check.
My favorite.
You might have me.
I don't know, I have a -2. We'll see what
You
happens.
might have me.
12.
5.
As he says that, you look back to see if there is like a hand or something grasping out, but there isn't. Clearly, you got away from it too quickly.
Can I do
That
another?
was close. Thank you for getting me out.
Can I do another perception check,
Yeah.
like toward the city, and also behind us down the road, just to make sure if anybody's coming or anything,
Sure.
or
Perception
if
check.
there's any white rabbits or anything showing up while we're sitting here. 17?
17.
Yeah.
As of right now, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary.
That's good.
Every time she sees the rabbit should just be like,
I'm gonna do the same thing back.
Orlin, is there anything else you wanted to do, or is there anything else that you guys wanted to do while you guys were here?
I'm nervous about this fungus thing. You should get out of here.
I want to make one more quick round of the cemetery, see if anything was left. Dagger, gold.
Sure.
Are there any tracks?
Yeah,
Make a
I
perception
was,
check.
I was thinking the same thing.
Perception or investigation, your choice.
Could
Have
I
you
aid,
guys
I'll
found
even allow
anything
survival.
over there?
could I aid Orlin to give him advantage looking for tracks? So
Sure, and you got advantage, so your
Orlin?
choice.
Did
Your
he say Orlin? Or?
No, I was going to help Orlin. He could look for...
Okay,
I'm looking
fine.
specifically for tracks.
I will do
Sure.
survival.
Perception, investigation, or survival.
I'll do
I will do
survival.
survival. I will
Giving you guys free reign.
16.
16.
Oh, yes.
Double 11s.
6.
6. Okay. There are a... There's not that many
Fine.
tracks.
There's just some desecration. We didn't do it.
There's not that many tracks around this cemetery. It looks
Need
like
me to come help you?
there's only been one person here within the last
I guess I'm
month
just
or so, and it seems like this one person went from grave to grave to grave and do this deed. Presumably.
Human-sized?
Seems to be. You unfortunately do not spy any daggers, shovels. Oh, no, I lied. You do find a single shovel.
I believe this here.
But no other indication of anything left over. But in your investigation, just checking things, you can't help but look into the open graves, and you see pretty much the same thing. The top has been dug out, bashed open, and the head missing, leaving behind the jaw with these fungus something of varying sizes and varying hues growing out of the necks of these dearly departed. You also notice that the front of the coffin lids, nowhere to be seen.
I go over to Kulkras to see if he found that shovel, and I go,
Maybe Salic could figure out something about this. Maybe they left behind some kind of scent or something. Maybe we should let him check it out.
I think I found the culprit. It's the shovel. Does the shovel end look like it may have been used to cut off the top of the head?
Make a separate investigation or perception check.
we'd probably be a little damaged per chance.
It was a little better, 12.
12. At the end
Are
of
there
the
any-
shovel, you do see bits of streaks of red, accompanied by kind of like a white
chalky powder that's just in the same spot, which makes you think, yeah, this shovel was definitely used to do exactly what you think it did to these bodies.
I call out, "Hey, Salic, could you come here? I have a proposal for you."
I'm in the cart. I'm conversing with the Jeffreys.
I don't know what that means.
Of course.
We'll take the shovel. I take the shovel.
Okay.
Alright, me and Kulkras go walk back to the car with the shovel.
I'll go back with them.
All right.
I propose, Salic, would you be able to perhaps maybe smell somebody's scent off this shovel? I know it's...
Sniff it off, boys.
I know it's odd.
I can smell you from a mile away. I'm pretty sure I can get a scent from a shovel.
Well, do it then. That would be great.
Well, fine.
While he's doing that, what did you guys find?
He has, I think it's either advantage or something
does.
For perception and smell.
He rolled high. Ah, that is... Ooh, that is a weird smell. Don't think I've smelled it before.
We found bodies.
I would assume
I mean-
that you would find bodies in the cemetery.
But they were gone from like...
Could you describe it as being...
That's not so much.
Could you describe it as being similar to anything?
Can I look at the white powdery stuff?
I think this did it. I pointed to blood.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Or can I do, well, like, can I do something more like,
Medicine-y?
well,
There's a fungus among us.
You're attempting to identify
I
whatever
guess-
this is.
yeah.
It would be more investigation.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. This is most definitely the bone residue of the skull.
She pulls out a pair of sunglasses. Well, this is not how someone gets ahead in life.
Yes, yes.
This is just bone dust. So,
Bone dust with like streaks
No, I'm saying,
of red.
I'm saying
yeah.
that to the
Always like
group.
Vegas
This
or
is
something.
just bone dust.
Like, here we go. It has a bad problem when we
Did you-
started the show.
Did you find anything else?
Mushrooms growing in the bodies.
Like mushroom?
All the heads were decapitated at the jaw.
There's 11 of them.
Did anybody pick a mushroom?
I'm not touching it.
I'm not going in the hole.
I'm not superstitious, but that doesn't seem like a good idea.
I mean, you were in a grave. I saw you jump in a hole.
But I didn't take anything out of it.
You're in a grave.
Maybe 3 gold to look at
I
mushroom.
want to go look at the mushrooms. Now that they've told me about the mushrooms.
I'm legit
Alright.
thinking.
How close do you get? Do you get Vaxxus close or Kulkras close?
Well, how deep is the grave?
6 feet.
Careful, they grab.
It's up to your knees, you know.
Yeah, like I am over 6 feet tall.
We had a
If I lay on my stomach and then I kind of reach down,
That's
I
still,
could probably
that's
almost
still
reach it.
6
No.
feet.
I mean,
You can
from my hip to my
She doesn't
head
have
is
to
like,
bend over. She
or
just
from
sticks her
here
arm
is
in and
like
pulls it out. That one's so
close
good.
to 3 feet, right?
You can uncomfortably climb down.
I want to
and
look at.
climb out.
I want to look at them first and see how it looks before I go down in a grave.
Fine.
'Cause
Sure.
I don't want to desecrate a grave.
Make a perception check then.
If
Like,
you
I wanna-
want me to get it, I changed my mind. Give me 5 gold, I'll get it for you.
Let me see if it looks safe.
If it's not safe, then you can get it.
If you didn't,
They grab.
I don't know anything. What am I doing?
Perception.
9.
I don't know.
9.
Goddamn thing.
Looks safe enough.
All right.
It's an open hole. It's only the hole is only like 2 feet across in any direction, so it's a fairly small hole.
Some wizards can move stuff with their minds. Can either of you do that?
If you could teach us one day,
I'm
I
not
would
a
love to hear
wizard.
that.
I have to go to nerd school first.
Kulkras starts squinting.
You have to use the rock.
Wait, can I test my
No, I don't think I
dagger,
can do that.
maybe?
Your dagger.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, the dagger.
Returning. Yeah, like, can I try to like spear a mushroom and then return it with the mushroom on it?
You know what? Sure, I'll allow it.
Do I have to do an attack roll on a mushroom?
Make an attack roll on a mushroom.
Oh man, I'm not getting paid this sucks.
What do I have to add to this again?
Proficiency.
It's been a while
Proficiency
since I've
and
attacked
dexterity.
something. So this will be a dagger. So it'll be plus 8.
Said that mutilating the
Whatever
corpse.
7 plus 8 is. 15?
15.
You guys aren't desecrating graves, are you?
Not a problem. You are able to
Shame
throw
on you.
your dagger.
Now help me get
Yeah,
this
I just toss it down.
You chuck it at this at some of these I'll say one of these gray with blue spots on top
If I
mushrooms.
have to, I'll throw the dagger to cut the mushroom first, and then throw it again to spear it and pull it back up.
I'll say this hits it right in the cap, and as soon as the dagger makes contact with the mushroom, you see the body violently start shaking inside of the coffin, and you guys start hearing around you violently shakings of the 12 other bodies around you, and
all of them.
and
Were there holes at all the graves, or just
yeah,
few of them.
12.
But we could.
But
hear
you said
through
there
the-
was, what, 20, 25, but not all of them were dug up?
Yeah,
there's
it seems that 12 were dug up.
Oh, okay, I see.
Alright.
And at this point, like, yeah, your dagger comes back, and there's like a small little mushroom bit, just like on the end. But now, like, you hear cracking noises all around you as
We need to go.
as the arms start contorting outwards, and all around you guys, these 12 bodies seem to be clawing out of their graves.
Oh, you're not desecrating
Headless.
graves.
No screams. Just this
Don't
this
desecrate the graves, you
creepy
guys.
cracking sounds that just echoes in the wind. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
I throw a fireball.
Woo!
I don't have any more.
We need to just ride off into the sunset.
You just leave 12 zombies out of the countryside.
The hell we
I
can.
mean,
That's how
they would
28
have,
days
they'd
later
have to
started.
roll perception checks
I'll give you
to
the
see
Pied
where
Piper
we
of
went,
zombies.
and they
How are they
didn't
going to
have
fight
eyeballs.
people?
What?
Sure.
How are they going to fight people?
They'd rather mushrooms than them.
We could outrun them. They can't do perception checks since they don't have eyeballs.
How can they hear us if they don't have ears?
Yeah, that too.
Thank you very much for joining us. As we said, the VODs are going to be posted Tuesday. Right?
Finally.
Well, it throws off my thing because it was supposed to be next Saturday was the first posting, but now we're recording.
Well, we'll figure it out.
So,
But
Good to hear.
yeah, plan for Tuesday for the VOD, and yeah, thank you again very much for
Been the hardest fight
for watching.
ever.
Join us for more
Yeah.
content at Subterranean Gamers on Twitch and Subterranean Gamers on YouTube. Guy does a lot of content. It's great.
most of it survival.
Still level 4?
Still level 4.
After the zombies.
Hold on.
Well, after the zombies, you can ask again, and I'll tell you no.
We're not fighting the zombies. We're running away.
No, then you're definitely not getting a level for that.
Can we be 4.5?
You are 4.5.
Okay.
Oh boy.
We're probably going to have to go fight the whole town of Langdale.
Tune in next time on for whatever this 28 days later shit is going on.
It's time to get fisted.
Thank you very much. Remember to always stay incredible, and we will see you all in the next video.
Sonnenschein. Ja, da muss man glücklich sein, weil da brauch ich nichts auf dieser Welt. Früh am Morgen schon zum Strand, braun gebrannt im weißen Sand. Ja, das ist die Zeit, die mir gefällt. Abends kommt dann noch so ein Bummel die Strandpromenade entlang und das hat seine Gründe. Sommersee und Sonnenschein und dann noch verliebt zu zweien. Ja, da muss der Mensch doch glücklich sein.